and I stand beside the furry community, and I to love. E6, 2, 1, oh, quote me, Dad.
What is up, y'all? It is your boy, Loco Lobo, back here with an kind of interesting playthrough to go along with our nice Valentine's Day. I'm here with a fella of mine, whose name is Jason. Or Jason. Jayton.
Wow, I was couldn't even get my name.
Sorry. I was thinking of press X for Jason, suddenly.
Oh, yeah, I getcha.
Jason. Okay.
Jason.
Anyway, sorry, we're getting sidetracked already. So that's how you know this is gonna be great.
Haven't even started the game yet.
Yes, we are playing Amorous. And you'll see what this game entails as we go along, because I honestly have no idea either. So this is gonna be eye-opening for me.
Entailed?
Is that a pun?
I don't know, it sounded like one.
Because this is a furry game.
I don't know, man.
Furry curry. I made a rap with those lyrics. I remember that because we had that thing in Discord where it was like send in rap lyrics, and I was like, I forgot what I said, rap. But I rapped furry with curry, and it worked. Okay, let's get right into the news. The new game, anyway. And I like that the clock is actually on time. That's a nice little touch.
That is cool.
Anyway, let's get right into it. You'll see what it is as we go along. New game without prologue. Oh yeah, we should probably do some character customization first.
That would be advisable.
Let's see what we got. Oh, this is going to be an experience. Oh my god.
I mean,
what should our name be?
Good.
I was almost thinking of putting my actual name in, but then I think it would just make it incredibly awkward. Okay, I'm gonna drop some names on the fly. Garfield. Haida. Garfield, Haida. I forgot who else I was thinking of. If it's Garfield and it's a dog, that would be really funny.
It's like Garfield, but it looks like Odie.
We're gonna name him Famous 60 Singer Garfunkel.
I love that guy.
This is gonna be so interesting. Body types.
I think you mean this is the perfect game.
That's beautiful. But Twinkie.
Already
oh my
good.
god, they have Twinkie as a body type.
The optimal body type.
I'd say I'm closest to lean. That's a lie.
You can get really in depth with this, like, creation.
Oh, I just noticed that. Do we want to shadow the hedgehog colors? Oh, I don't know.
That would be pretty good.
I have my channel theme is purple.
Go for it.
Purple, white, and green.
When I was making my character, when I played, I made the most generic fox I could make.
That's pretty nice. Okay. If you come in my comments and tell me my persona is basic, I will find you that. Under thigh marking, what is that? Oh, that's what that is.
Yeah.
Wait, am I still on that? Okay. Right there, that's a perfect color. Just make it green.
I mean, you can. It is an option.
Technically. Stripes. Oh, I keep on pressing the wrong thing. Okay.
Okay, we're back to under thigh.
Okay, stripes. Probably do green on that. That actually looks kind of rad. Custom nails. Let's go What other colors do I have? No! No! There we go. Nails. I have to click on it. Let's go black.
So what species are we going with?
I'm
Because
not
right
sure.
now it seems pretty bird-like. Yeah, I think you
Does
have
it
to
keep
choose
it? Because, no,
Nope.
it does not. That sucks.
Rip. That's a
Fox.
rip from me.
There's a panda. There's a hawk.
There is a panda.
I like that description. Oh my god.
Yeah?
Eh.
That's just a human.
Wait, this feels wrong.
Humans have been outlawed.
In this world, it should be. I'm gonna be basic and I'm probably gonna go for like fox or
Or wolf or something.
Usco. It's not actually technically a
Don't
wolf.
look like-
Okay. Blows through the fox. Let's decide. This is always the part that usually takes me the longest. Okay, we're going
Yeah,
Husky.
character customization is pretty important.
Yeah. Okay, so body color. We're going purple again. Or was that green? I forgot.
Ah, you were like pink.
Right there. And that's the perfect color.
Mm-hmm.
And
of
that I
Like a
was,
wine color.
like kind of white on kind of whitish gray. I like how like detailed the coloring is in this actually.
Yeah, there's a lot of options. You can even go like color values, which is nice. Very
Under that.
convenient.
And I did that kind of grayish, more like to make it look like there's shadow.
Ah, yeah.
Next playthrough is Shadow the Hedgehog.
You heard it here first.
Okay, and my old headset was kind of like that dullish green. Oh, that's under thigh. That's under thigh still. What the heck am I doing? Okay.
You should make this character your new profile picture.
Oh my god. Okay. Nails. Yes. Let's make them
I remember there's a part where you can customize which color your phone is.
That's pretty
I
nice
think-
actually. Let's make it white too.
Okay, I really appreciate this Barney the Dinosaur coloring scheme we got going down now.
Yes. Oh my god, I just noticed that. I kinda like that one. Avian? Oh, that's kind of a weird mixture. Okay, let's go with
Yeah.
that. Legs. That's short chin marking. It's actually kind of nice. Let's go with the color scheme on my channel, so let's stick with that. Short chin, long chin. I like short
do
chin.
you want to give it socks?
Can
That's
you give
an
it
option.
socks?
I mean, it kind of looked like the socks with the whole
Yeah.
legs.
That could be purple as well.
Oh yeah, you can customize the head.
That's all I wanted. Okay. Oh my god, it does kind of look like Barney. Gaunt marking. Okay. Scruffy. I actually kind of like that. That looks kind of nice. Stripes. Can I have both? Is it Gaunt or Scruffy? I think it was Scruffy.
Sure.
Actually, that doesn't look half bad, and I hate that I'm saying that. Muzzle. Nose. Let's change the nose. I'm good with the muzzle. Let's make it red.
Oh hey, it's Rudolph.
That looks pretty nice. Wait, muzzle horn, what is that? I didn't notice anything change.
Maybe that's for different head types.
Maybe. Ears and horns. I can have horns?
That you can.
Oh, if I have a different ear inner color. I'm not sure. I kind of like it at the white it is right now.
It is nice.
Let's just play around though.
Oh, look at that accent colors.
I think that's actually pretty nice, yeah. Hair and
Yeah.
fringe. I like the white hair, but let's see. We have fringe, so can't mess with that.
Okay, but how about frosted tips? Like, where's
Can you
the
have
option
that?
for that? I don't know. It's possible.
Androgynous. Shaggy.
Okay, so those are the front ones.
Wait, that was a ponytail? I didn't even notice that.
I think if there's like a hair option that is ponytail,
Oh my
and,
God.
like, blends into it.
That
Ah,
is
sick.
so much better. Okay.
Sick.
Wait, because my icon literally has a purple mohawk.
Excellent.
That looks sick.
You can go for some really saturated colors.
I think the eyes. Let's go for a bluish.
Nice.
It actually doesn't look half bad.
They really
connoisseur
pop
of the
in
arts.
comparison to all the other colors.
Okay, and feet. Beast. Grasping hooves. Humanoid. I'm kind of scared. Okay, not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
It's not too bad.
I like Beast though.
It is nice.
I'm gonna take a picture so I can put this on my social media.
It probably would be pretty hard to wear shoes, though.
Yeah, because it just clawed through. I'm gonna go to my phone because this needs to be an update.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
While he's away, let us appreciate on the left side of the screen that horse. And it's
this,
wonderful.
this, my boys, is how you make a persona.
It's perfect.
I think it actually looks pretty good, especially considering I'm not someone who says. Okay, so
Garfunkel the wolf. Save.
Husco. Wait.
Oh yeah, phone. There it is, phone.
Wait, where is it?
Under your templates.
Oh, sweet.
I knew there was a way to change that.
That's weird. It won't let me hold it down. That's funny.
That's whack.
Garfunkel. Famous singer. Oh wait, no. I'm stupid.
I think you had to like it.
Okay.
Yeah. What color will the phone be?
Dark purple.
Excellent.
I'm not sure why I use purple as my like icon stuff. Like I think
Oh, it's a good color.
aquamarine is probably my favorite color, but purple is up there. Definitely up there.
Okay.
Save template. I guess.
Yes.
Yes, please. Yes. Oh, it saves the ones you design?
Yeah. See,
That's
you
so
can have,
cool. Okay,
you
so
can
do I
make
do
multiple
close
characters.
now?
I assume you hit exit.
Exit.
Yeah, you already saved, so it should
Yes,
be good.
please.
And
Oh
then when
my
you
god,
hit,
you're right.
Yep, it's there.
Yes.
I knew it.
Okay, now let's get down into the nitty gritty part.
The best part.
Dang, how many minutes passed while I was making my character? Quite a bit.
Quite a few, yeah. And then
New
hit
game.
new game.
Let's just do it. Okay, so am I reading these parts, I guess?
Sure, I guess. It depends if you want to be the
auto-skip too.
narrator.
Okay. That's gonna be awkward at the finale of the paths from what I've heard. Oh my god. Don't get me wrong, this is a place to be if you want slim girls, hunky guys, and curious tourists.
I want all of those things.
On the spectrum between those two, it's a hotspot holiday destination for anyone wanting to pay for the tranquility of an ocean breeze. With the occasional slap on the... Oh my god. It does wear thin when this is all you have ever known. The beach gets gradually less interesting the more you see it. I have a freaking ring light there. Let's move it. The constant barrage of skimpy trunks, lacy bikinis, and a culture that embraces its liberal sexuality. I guess I can see why it's such a big deal for outsiders. They're going so fast. I guess I'm just a bit of a stick in the
I
mud.
think unclick auto skip. I think it's just gonna keep going if you don't. There you go.
Anyway, there's more to life than trying to hook up with everyone in your senior year. I never really found the time to date after graduation, drifting apart from friends who had a different mindset. I see enough of that at home from my libido-driven brother. Oh no. Okay. Now I press enter, I guess.
Probably click.
Click.
Just like
There
the
we
left
go,
mouse
yeah.
button, yeah.
11 o'clock.
Dang it, that's not synced.
Beep, 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 beep,
Beep.
beep, beep. Just like set off my fire alarm for this for extra. The sweet serenade of the alarm going off. Again. Time to get up and face reality. I'm beginning to wonder why I keep setting it in the first place. Big mood.
Probably so you can wake up.
Yes, of course. Feels like every morning I sleep past my wake-up call a little longer. I guess it's pretty easy when there's nowhere you're expected to be in an hour. 11 a.m. At least I can still consider it breakfast, if I get up now. My motivation seems like it's extra low this week. Saturday morning, and it feels like the middle of the week still. Oh wait, I just remembered. Kobe invited his friends over today. Watching them all get touchy-feely gets kind of weird, considering we still share a bedroom.
Oh, by the way, you can you can increase the text speed, I believe, by clicking normal.
Let's go fast. Yeah, screw that. I'm not going to pretend to sleep while they swap saliva. At least he's over at their place most of the time. If I'm quick, I can dodge a bullet and sneak out the house before having to say hi. That's what they all say. That's what they all say.
I wonder if that plan will work out.
So far so good. No sound of anyone while I was in the kitchen. I can grab a shower when I get back. Though I guess I still didn't work out where I'm going after the escape plan. I may as well decide on that now. Hand out more resumes, put on sneakers, and go for a jog. If we're talking realistically, it'd probably be the second one.
That does sound pretty nice.
Or the third one. Help out around the house. Use the internet. The second one or the fourth one. I'm going to say the second one, because whenever I go outside, it's usually for that. I'm not going to accomplish anything while I'm content to be lazy at home. Keeping fit is going to give me my energy back. I might actually start waking up before the sun starts to go down. Oh my god.
What a surprise! He appeared!
Hey, there's my ray of sunshine. You're looking chipper this morning. I don't know how I feel about this.
What do you mean?
I don't know how I feel about this.
What do you mean? I can't understand why you would say that.
Oh my god, you know why. Damn
You're
it,
just
Kobe.
seeing your brother.
Give me... At least it's not genetic, I guess, but that's still weird to me. Like, I have lines. That's one of them. Give me a heart attack, why don't you? I didn't even know you were home already. Where the hell are your clothes? Don't tell me you and your boyfriend are doing it in my bedroom. Oh my god. The purest form of comedy was seeing you put Sonic's name in this and then reading those, because I never knew where those came from.
It was
for the
really
longest
funny.
time, I thought that was like a Sonic fan game, and I was like, what?
There's a lot of...
fan game is
It
this?
allows you to have a lot of things like, you're pretty cool, Sonic the Hedgehog.
That's just canonical, that's what they say. That's not very nice. Can't a little brother
He
say
is
good
pretty
morning?
cool.
Anyway, it's our bedroom. Don't forget, just because you're in there all the time doesn't mean it's yours all day.
Sick burn!
That's a burn?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I get that part. But the only time I see you in there is when you're... Oh, what?
Oh.
It's
Doesn't matter! I think you might have accidentally clicked.
Did I click auto skip? No.
I couldn't tell you, man.
It's not up there, yeah. You should be able to see it. It's just you and me at home. That's why I'm just in my underwear. Oh no, that's not a good line of text. Don't you ever walk around the house naked when you know no one's watching? Is that a personal question? That's a very inquisitive question, Kobe. I don't know why you'd be asking that. I don't like the way you're looking at me. No, I have standards. I say that. You do it even when I'm around. To see Cobes. He calls them Cobes. Cobes.
Cobes.
Yeah, my friend. He isn't here.
Friend in italics.
In italics, heavy italics. You know what that means. When he's getting here, then. That's grammatically incorrect, but I'm gonna still say it. I just want to know how long I have the bathroom to myself before you're being thrown up against the glass. Oh. He isn't coming at all. He dumped it this morning via text. Oh, rip. That sucks.
That's gonna be an F from me, dog.
That's an F in chat. Press F to pay your respects, chat. We're not
Kobe.
live, so I'm not sure why I'm talking like a Twitch streamer.
Don't worry, I hit the F key for you.
Cool. Oh, that's awful. Man, what a jerk way to do it. I was wondering, can I spend the day with you to cheer up, I mean? You seem like a nice guy from when I met him. Sorry, Kobe. You want to hang out? Let me think for a second. You caught me right when I was going to do something. Make time for Kobe, I guess. Wait, what happens if we choose that? Because I'm going the Seth route right now.
I don't know, man. What does happen
tell
when
me
you hit
that.
that?
Make time for Kobe, I guess. Because he's the one who takes you to, like, the club, right?
Yeah, he takes you to the
Okay.
club.
And you can put that douchebag behind you. Well, not behind you. Oh, I see what they did there. Well, you know what I'm trying to say.
Hey.
I know I could count on you. You're always there for me. We hardly spend time together these days anyway. Well, you're hardly home. When you're not working, you're crashing at a friend's place. Probably up to no good as usual. If you wanted me around more, you could have just told me. Remember when we used to share a queen-size bed together? You couldn't sleep unless I cuddled up next to you. Oh no. I don't like this. Wait, this is going. Come on, that was years ago. Plus, it'd be weird now. We aren't kids anymore.
Foreshadowing.
Doesn't exactly change much to me. Oh no. Speaking of sharing beds, is there anyone you've been bringing home? Are they cute? You certainly seem tired and out when I get home. What? I'm just saying. Getting a little too inquisitive there, Kobe. Why do you think I'm playing this game on Valentine's Day? Why? Probably because my friend thought it'd make good content. And this is like heading
It's perfect content.
face first
know what
in
you
the
mean.
trenches and not knowing what I'm getting myself into. Okay. Don't tease, you know I haven't seen anyone in that way since high school. Even then, I never really took my relationship seriously. Rip. You don't have to take them seriously to have fun and enjoy yourself. Not getting frisky is probably why you've been so mopey lately.
His eyes changed.
The facial animations. I'm
Oh,
not
look
mopey.
at that.
Pent up then? It's not that. It's just not working for a few weeks. Kinda gets me down is all. I'm gonna have to sell some things soon to afford rent. Rip. Still that painting in the back. Its smug aura mocks me. Or that plant.
It is a
Should
good
have told
plan.
me you were feeling down. Hey, don't worry about that stuff this week, okay? I'll cover the rent this week for spending time with me. Listen, I don't roll like that, Kobe. I respect myself. I'm not getting on you if that's the lifestyle you choose. Hey, everyone's gotta make some money some way, and that's valid. But just personally myself. The way you say that makes me sound like a jerk who needs to be compensated for spending time with my stepbrother. Okay, that makes it a little bit more okay. Still feels weird. I love you, Cobes. It's just seeing you with boyfriends all the time while I can't seem to find anyone for myself gets a little frustrating. Rip. F in chat. Hey, it's no sweat off my back. Innuendo. Oh, why does it do that?
Dang it!
I was about to say, you could call it a comeback story, pun intended.
Hey! Hey!
Thank you, Parks and Rec bloopers, for giving me that one. They should have left that in the show. That was such a good line.
Yeah.
Couldn't really help that they downsized the whole department. Yeah, it sucks, but you don't like me bringing friends around whilst you're home? I'll stop inviting them if it's going to frustrate you. Well, at least he cares. That's pretty nice.
Who uses whilst?
No, me. No, I love it when you're here. It's just, well, I see you. You finished school. You're out the house most of the time, working and loving life, exploring your sexuality, and here I am, back at square one. Ha, I was wondering if I should bathe today. Big decisions. Oh, okay, mood. Aw, you're too sweet. You're not that far behind. You just need a kickstart and you'll be back on track. I can't really help you with the job hunting, but how about you and me go into town, tonight and check out the clubs. I could use a fresh start myself, especially after this morning. Let's get into
I had
it.
the option to just refuse. Just like, why would you do that?
Do something else. What? Well, you know what happens if you say do something else,
Game
I'm guessing.
end.
Yes. It's like Far Cry 5 or 4 when they had like the 15-minute endings.
Oh yeah.
Those are great.
It's like, that is great.
I'm not sure about Far Cry New Dawn. Far Cry 5 looked fun. I would play it, but I haven't got it yet.
Yeah.
I love
It
their
looks
villains,
good.
though. I love their villains.
It has a bear in it.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
pretty nice.
Its name is Cheeseburger.
Pretty
That's all
nice.
you really need.
Yeah. This game is giving me a much different definition of bear currently, so... I'm just kidding. Okay, sure. Well, I
I
did
think
say
there
this
might
thing
be a
to do
bear
with
in the
you.
club.
What harm
somewhere.
could it do? Oh no. If it gets boring, we'll go to the movies or do something else instead.
Foreshadowing.
You'll have a ton of fun, trust me. Anything you want to do together in the meantime? I picked the nighttime activity, you get the daytime. Give me a sec to think of something fun.
I wonder which one of these leads to a specific scene.
Oh, I wonder. Go for a walk.
I just couldn't tell you.
Play a video game, realistically.
Play the good old-fashioned video
Well, that's gonna be
juegos.
fun for a while. Can we play a co-op game? Sadly, in 2019, those no longer exist.
Rip.
Not couch co-op really anymore, and that's sad. I'll have to go easy on your butt this time. Okay.
Foreshadowing!
For being nice to me. Do you watch Vinny or Vine Sauce play games?
It's been a while, but yes.
Have you seen the one where he's playing like it's a game about a cat girl or something? And then he just freaking dies in the intro for the game. I feel like that right now. Just like this whole stream or recording. It's a recording. It was the first time myself and Kobe had a dedicated day to each other for as long as I can remember. We seemed to have become distant during high school, and it had kind of struck that way ever since. Maybe this club thing wouldn't be so bad after all. I hadn't even thought about meeting people outside of work or school for a while. Okay. Put on an easy 2-player game that we could both play again. He loved platformers, but wasn't very good at them. On the other hand, he could win me easily in most fighting games.
Smashed Brothers!
He leaned on me in-game, just like he did
Shadow!
physically on the sofa. Shadow the Hedgehog. Shaggy in Mortal Kombat. It's by Warner Brothers. They could do that. They wouldn't even need licensing or anything. And that's great. Even though he was having difficulty, I could tell he was enjoying himself. Oh. Okay. It wasn't long until he convinced me to throw on competitive games. That's where it all starts. That's where that tension builds up. Either anger or of the sensual degree. We started up a recent shooter, giving him a gentle nudge in the ribs every time I caught
Call
him
of Duty!
spying on my side of the screen. He's...
Dang screen cheater!
Yeah, screen cheater. He's better at those games, almost winning as much as I did. I was glad that our parents were out when it turned out to playful verbal abuse. We had just enough time to squeeze in a few rounds at his favorite fighting game. I have no idea when he became so good at them, but no matter what character he picked, he seemed to know what he was doing far better than me. He was actually using his special moves and combos. I was struck spamming the moves I knew randomly and hoping for the best.
Get it? It's a metaphor.
Huh. He gave me a big hug before pointing out the time. If we wanted to go out tonight, we had to get ready soon. Oh, do I get to choose what I wear? Hey, can I use the
You
shower
do.
now, or are you gonna make me climb in there with you? Is that a choice
Foreshadowing.
thing? What should
Sadly, I
wear
don't
to
think
this
so.
thing anyway? Is there a theme? I don't have to wear that, do I? If you want to go in just underwear, I'll be your wingman. Wingman, get it?
Ah!
But really, wear whatever you want. This place has a very flexible dress code. Take your time and pick out something nice while I'm in there, okay? Hey, on a side note, can I borrow that towel? I didn't bring mine over. Don't like the facial expression you're giving me as you're saying that.
Are you saying you don't like these brilliant eyes you're getting?
I will admit, it's very good animation.
Yeah.
Can't you use another one? There's like
May
5
I
of them
do
in
so?
here. That one's my favorite. Oh no. Plus,
Stretch.
you're practically dry now anyway. I'll let you off the hook this time. Better swim me off my feet when I'm back. I'll leave the bathroom door over. Just a sliver, just in case you need me. We all know what you mean by that, Kobe. I'm sure I can dress myself. Go get cleaned up. We should get going soon. Alright. Knowing Kobe, he's gonna be in there for ages. I'll have plenty of time to get it ready. Now it's just a matter of figuring out where to start. I would say I kind of take semi-long showers. If they're warm showers. I love warm showers.
I take really long showers.
Yeah. I love how they have a poster, like most human beings, they have one of those little photos that has the love above it, but it's just that. So it's like, okay.
Also, can we talk about like that kangaroo figure that they have? Oh, by the way, this is where you could make your character if you didn't already.
Okay.
Just hit like back to prologue.
Back to prologue. He looking great. Everybody, take this in, because I know none of you subscribed to me for this, but you're gonna take it in.
Looking fine.
Or probably unsubscribe from me, and that's valid. I can't control your choices.
Fair point.
Yes, please. New message, actually. The bells and whistles achievement.
Hey, Garfunkel.
Did you move the conditioner? Mine just ran out. Could you... Whoa. Do you mind? Just letting it hang out while you look for an outfit, huh? Well, for reference, if you came up to me like that and asked me out, I'd be all for it. I bet you would.
Foreshadowing!
We're not going down that route, no matter how...
Yes, we are!
How much people at Discord want it. This is all their fault. Har har, I know you're not used to getting dress codes, but you tend to need to strip down and put new clothes on.
Just,
anyway,
just keep layering over it.
I love that sentence.
Yeah.
Perf bird.
That's gonna be my new insult.
I'm sure the club has slightly more restrictions on clothing. Yeah, it sucks. Would you want to go to the club that does that? I wouldn't. I'd be so...
I don't know.
The scary thing is I can't tell if he's joking or not. That's the truth. I guess it would make it easier to tell a few things about someone. What are you hinting at by that? Get back in there and finish up and stop distracting me. I'm just looking for pure, platonic, wholesome relationships. This Valentine's season.
Then go down the Kobe route.
I'm not sure if that's what that is from what I've been hinted at so far.
I don't know. You haven't seen it yet, so you can never tell.
You're right, I didn't watch that path. I watched some of Lex's and some of Seth's and Mercy's. And Sky. Sky might be the next one. I like those the most from what I've seen. Because there's like 9, I think, in total.
I believe so.
Nice, nice. Look like you were admiring yourself in the mirror to me. And where's your towel, Mr. Preachy? Guess I didn't think of that. Anyways, I still need to rinse. I can go change in the bathroom if you're not comfortable around me. Just caught me at an awkward moment is all. Nothing either of us haven't seen before. Uh-oh. I saw a new condition about under this sink. Finish up quick. We shouldn't stand around all night and act like a pair of nudists. I'll have underwear at least by the time you're back, I promise. Sounds fair to me. Just doesn't take forever. Just don't take forever, or I get to trust you. I don't like that statement.
Foreshadowing!
Oh god. I better decide on an outfit before he gets back. I do like this backtrack. It's very relaxing. Did they make their own music for this game too?
I think so.
Oh my god. This is so much effort for the type of game this is. Then again,
I just appreciate that it's free.
Yeah, Dream Daddy did that too. They're kind of cheap. I think on sale they were like $5, $10. That might be one I'd check out. I like the guy who looks like Reaper. That's just a preference, I guess.
He does just look like... Yeah.
Reaper and Soldier 76 are in that game.
Good.
Okay, I need an outfit that really... Oh, also, Soldier 76. Canonically gay now.
Good.
Gay rights, y'all. Let's go. Well, better cut down the options. Let's go ask this. I like how inclusive it is, though. That's pretty nice.
It is pretty good.
Like, especially from what I've heard, like, for a furry dating sim, that's very inclusive. Been this way my whole life. Narrows things down. Now wardrobe on the wall.
I get it.
Something seasonal, summer, wear shorts and a t-shirt. Realistically, that's what I wear a lot. Something simple. Or no, it's more the second one, a t-shirt and comfortable pants. Skirt or cami. Leaving without my boots, the punk biker. Oh, I love that look too, though. Like when I'm not at school.
It is good.
There's more options too. They have a pool wears, swimwears as showy as you can get.
Nice.
Goth Victorian look.
Excellent.
Yes. I was looking up like vests for that because I was thinking of cosplaying the... Anyone in the chat, after this video comes out, if you know Warhammer 40k, I was gonna go as the Death Corps of Krieg because they look really cool.
Ooh.
Rave gear. Although now I'm thinking of doing a Hellgast from Killzone.
Oh, cool.
Some heads at the bar. Yeah, they look really cool. Do they change your opinion on you based on your look?
I don't think so.
Okay, we're going with punk biker look.
Excellent.
And you're always thinking you might swap those torn up clothes for something flashier. It's called punk, Kobe. And it's not dead.
Kobe!
You don't understand. You're wearing arm warmers. Do you have leg warmers on too, Kobe? Huh? I can't really judge you on that, though. I love 80s fashion. Huh. I guess it's your style, though. It suits you. Thanks. You look good, too. Probably won't let me in wearing nothing. Oh my god.
I wonder which one of these options goes down a specific path.
No.
Maybe
Let's
if we
just
take a second to think.
Thanks, Garfunkel, famous 60s singer. Simon and Garfunkel. Well, we're both dolled up. Time to put it to good use. Let's get going then. Transition screen. Oh, very retro synthwave-ish. What if I just use this background in like a retro synthwave video? No one knows where it's from.
If there was like more contrast, this would just be like the Hotline Miami
Loading theme. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
This is Hotline Miami. This is the alternate universe where they're just animals.
I mean, there were many club levels in Hotline Miami, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
I don't remember Zootopia being like this. Unless we're talking about the internet's personification of that movie. I decided to let Kobe drive since he knew the way. He was such a regular and had dated one of the bouncers briefly that we didn't have to worry about waiting in line when we got there. That's actually a pretty good perk, I'm not gonna lie. It was one of those clubs. Once the staff knew you, you were fine. Otherwise, you had to be very patient to even see the inside. We drove through the illuminated side of town, the sun now well on its way to setting. Nightlife bustling all around us from the bars and waterfront restaurants. Let's go get some Taco Bell after this. Kobe kept reassuring me that I'd have a blast. I think he could read my nerves pretty easily. I gotted myself into this, without really thinking it through. What if the club filled with the type of guys Kobe liked to date? He's not always the best judge of character. He can be way too nice to everyone, and I'm certainly a bit more picky. Rip. I suppose technically Kobe had this long-distance boyfriend anchor him these days. But he wasn't exactly looking to head home empty-handed. His boyfriend knew what a free spirit he was, and they had some sort of agreement whilst they were apart. Kobe always seemed to find someone who'd take advantage of his carefree attitude, though. Oh, what? What do you do?
Oh, hey, it's Kane.
Kane, like the wrestler.
Hold up there, Harleys.
Yeah.
Got enough of you lurking around the parking lot. we've got a line for a reason, so go find yourself a space at the back of it and wait like everyone else.
That was actually really good. Also, no one can judge me in comments, but that Sona over there is looking poppin'. Hold up, don't you recognize this cutie? Oh wait.
Kobe! Sorry, champ, didn't see you there. You and your friend can come in.
So I'm guessing this is the bouncer he had
I believe
relations
so.
with. Relations? Thanks again, big guy. Whoa, that was really cool of him to let us in so easy. I knew you were friends with the bouncers, but I didn't realize it was that close. Ooh. I met him through my friend Virgins. That's an interesting name. It's a long story, but let's just say he has a soft spot for cute guys.
Who doesn't?
Yeah. Everyone in my chat is gonna be like, wait. I'm very open with that stuff, though, fellas. A simple "I did him a favor" would have sufficed. I just appreciate you getting us in. I've never been in a club like this. I wasn't exactly experienced in the club scene at all, honestly, but I didn't want him.
I appreciate the permanent peace sign on the left side there.
Wait, where is it?
Left side of the screen, permanent peace
Oh yeah,
sign.
and it's just still. That's great.
You cannot escape it.
Also, just sitting. I guess just sitting outside the club with your arms crossed makes more sense for that long of a time.
Maybe they're waiting in line. Who
Maybe.
knows?
But I didn't want him.
Maybe they're just cool.
Maybe. But I didn't want him prodding me about it and psyching myself out. Anytime. Hey, I'm gonna go dance for a bit and hopefully catch someone's attention. If you need me, just come find me, have fun, and explore around. Alright, Cobes, go have fun. I'll come see you if I get bored. Wink. Not just kidding. He did wink, exactly as I said winked. Oh my god, I called it. Off he
By
goes.
the way, there is an option to immediately leave.
Oh my god.
Like, if you want to, you don't have to talk to anyone. You can just leave instantly.
Nice, nice. Off he goes, already rocking his hips to the music as he disappears around the corner. Me whenever I'm on a jog, even though I know there's thousands of cars passing me. Towards the source of the pulse-quickening beat. I didn't want to smother him or cough-log him. If meeting new people was going to cheer him up, I might as well look around and figure what I'll do from there. Okay, so I go look around the corner. None of those.
Dang it, you can't talk to the cool one!
The cool one? This one? Or this one?
Yeah.
They both look pretty cool.
Probably the one on the left. Also, I noticed none of them are wearing feet or shoes. That's just not a thing.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, it makes sense.
You noticed that quicker than I did. Any boys out here? There's Lex. That was the path I was originally going to go for. Okay.
Oh, there's one. Yeah?
I thought it was a good path. Wait, what's behind there?
I don't know, actually.
Oh, it goes back.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Okay, we're going for the Seth run. So he's inside?
Yeah.
Cool, cool. And this is going to be an experience. Oh my god. Okay, there's Kobe
Good.
again.
Mm-hmm.
There's a DJ. I heard you can
talk,
request
you can talk to the
music.
DJ.
Yeah.
You can. That's one of
Hello?
the reasons
Hey,
to.
Mr. DJ.
Hey, Mr. DJ!
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you down there. What's up? I'd like to request a song if that's alright. What song? You know what? I know which one you're thinking of. Yes, I knew it. You're not wrong, though.
Can we get out my boy Nas Hyena up in here?
Nas Hyena becomes the DJ. Hold on,
That should be
I have to turn some
DLC for
knobs.
this game.
At the creator.
I should.
Alright, yeah, sure, no problem. But listen, I'm trying to put on a show here. Here's my number. Just text me your request and I'll get to it. Oh, sure, thanks. So now we can...
Sadly, you cannot romance the DJ.
That would be great. Just
That's the
everyone
saddest part of this game.
Everyone.
Oh,
so
there you go. There's your
contacts.
phone.
Yes. Oh my
You
gosh.
got games on your phone?
Request a song. Oh, these are actual songs.
You had a lot of options, yeah.
Ventus. Drift.
Hopefully none of them get you copyrighted.
If they do at this point, I don't care. If I put a copyright thing in my video, I don't care if I'm demonetized.
Yeah.
It's mostly for fun, let's be honest. If I could make a career out of this, it would be nice. Also, I love that the claws
That would
are
be cool.
actually the stuff I chose in the character creator.
Yeah.
That's nice. Drift.
A lot of what you do has, like, in the character creation, like, affects how it
Nice.
displays, which is nice.
The beat in this one is just amazing.
Nice.
Goosebumps.
So underrated.
Oh
How can
my
you
god.
change the song so fast?
I don't know. Happy chest.
But everybody in the club dance floor is so confused why, like, the music keeps changing every, like, 2 seconds. It's your boy, the bipolar DJ.
I like this one actually. Okay. Let's look around. There's the bartender. He's trying to drink that drink the wrong way. That's funny.
Excellent.
Is that him? It looks
That
like-
is the best boy.
Okay, let's do it.
Ah, yeah.
Garfield. I can't get over that every time I say Jack Spaniels. Oh my god.
Hey.
We're not gonna read that other one. You just saw it, I bet. Despite him being alone at the bar of one of the most active nightclubs, I'd seen in recent memory, my eye was drawn to this slender feel. Oh yeah, he is a freaking tiger or something, isn't he? Leaning over his book.
Couldn't tell you.
He would sit there for a long moment, and then without cue, he would scribble frantically in the leather-bound journal spread out before him. Writer mood. Now and then, he would lift his glass from the bar and lean back, pausing to take a drink as if someone was expecting him to. This adorable ruse was undermined, however, as each sip was followed by a grimace of barely contained disgust. Is that about me? Introduce yourself, ask about the scribbles, ask about the drink. Thinking of...
It's been a while since I did this,
Or
Pat.
introduce yourself.
I think I went introduce myself.
There's nothing wrong with giving a little preface. He remained intently focused on his notebook, hunched over the oh, okay. I casually watched as he moved, almost wrote from his frenetic writing to reaching for his glass and leaning to the wall of the bar. That was when he noticed me and in a sudden fit of surprise, spilled his drink down the front of his shirt. This is going great so far.
Dang!
This is just
Such a good
record.
first impression.
a record of every time I try to flirt with someone. Rest in peace.
Yeah. F.
Who? Oh wait, you want to voice act them? Yeah.
Who? Where did you come from? And who said you could sit here?
Oh, rude. His indignance seemed more due to trying to blot expensive alcohol off his chest rather than serious concern about my presence.
This
How do
poor
you know?
boy.
I flagged down a waiter and ordered him another drink before offering him a napkin. That's a better impression. Better.
That
We're
is a better
getting back.
impression.
It's a bar? I didn't realize the seat was taken. Anyway, I was interested in getting to know the only person working harder at a nightclub than the staff.
So smooth.
I extended my hand across this table. Are they just gonna go straight to hand holding? Or no, it's shaking hands. Whoops.
I don't know.
My name is Garfunkel. It's a pleasure to meet you. Perfect mix
It would
of
be a
Garfield.
pleasure to meet Garfunkel.
Although my thumbnail is probably going to be Garfield related. It's a pleasure to meet you. It took him a moment, getting as much as he could off of his drink off his chest and lap before he set the napkin down and gave me a thorough looking over. Those bright blue eyes narrowed for a moment as he hesitantly offered his hand in return.
Seth, I'm Seth. Is this how you usually introduce yourself to people, Garfunkel?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I just go around pouring drinks on people.
And then cleaning it up. Not usually, no. Just noticed you're one of the only other people here not either dancing or relaxing with others. I was curious about what brought you here. You don't seem like the type.
I'll admit it's an escape, but it's the only one to help me work through the creative process. Many famous authors immerse themselves in the popular culture of their day to draw new experiences and observe people in new environments.
I think you're right. I think this is going to be a good path.
He's the best boy.
Look at this boy. Look at this boy.
He's the perfect boy.
Best boy. I suppose that's true. I thought most of them indulged in part because it was their particular interest more than strict research. You don't strike me as the type to write romance or erotica, though. It took a lot for me to read that line. There goes my family-friendly reputation on YouTube. It's all going to uphill from here, folks, actually.
Yep. Why would you think that? I mean, I don't. But why would you assume that it's the only motivation for me to be at this club?
Oh my gosh.
As he blushes! Ah!
Look at that. He knows what he's doing.
Even got, like, the lower lip bite going on.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's pointing
Little
out.
fang.
They kind of have the same, like, style going on. Like, although I'm a Husko, apparently, as they call them.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because even the bouncers are wearing half the clothing you are. And because I came here with my brother, Kobe, specifically because this is his favorite place to meet guys for a fling. You have to admit, your choice of ambience suggests something more than just curiosity about popular culture. By now he is blushing furiously, the spots of red visible beneath his snowy white cheek fur. We're getting more into it. This is actually reading like voice acting now. Despite his attempt at appearing aloof, something spoke about his relative discomfort in being here. I'm not here to judge, it's just, well, interesting. I get enough stories from Kobe to get an idea of how this place tends to function. And you appear to be actively avoiding that function.
Well, I'm honing my craft, trying to push myself outside of my comfort zone so I have the breadth of experience to write from. It's the sort of thing authors do.
Nice. So you're a writer. What experience are you getting?
Breadth.
Are you sure you're just not... Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's harsh.
No, we're not going for that. Let's ask about writing, because I myself like to write actually, so this might work out.
Nice.
So you're a writer? Maybe you've written something I've heard of before. What do you have out there?
He doesn't.
Oh, that's so sad.
I don't think he does, at least. Well, I'm not published per se. I'm building a body of work before I approach anyone. Wouldn't want to come off as sort of dilettante.
Dilettant? Oh, I don't know.
I don't
He's
know.
an intellectual boy. He knows
He
where
is
to
an
be dull.
intellectual. You have to have a very high IQ to
Understand
do the Seth run.
Seth. Yeah.
I myself watched quite a few episodes of Rick and Morty.
Do you have something I can read? So you just like the title. I think the second one sounds better.
Probably the second one, yeah. That's
Because the
less.
first one is a little bit more, like, invalidating.
Yeah.
Do you have
It's like you're
something I can
making
read?
fun of his trade.
I suppose that makes sense. Authors rarely have a single work to their name. That's true. Build a portfolio. Do you have something I
Yeah.
could read? He sat upright, the slouch that had been so prevalent before, suddenly vanishing. He's getting more confident. Let's go. Wholesome. His ears perked up as well before he glanced aside and then back at me. Took a long moment before he responded.
I suppose you could look over a couple of my things. It's all still rough drafts, though. I haven't had it run by an editor, so don't expect too much.
We'll see what it is. We'll see. Hesitantly, he dug. I'm worried it's gonna be interesting writings. He dug in the shoulder bag sitting beside him before producing another composition notebook that he sat down in front of me.
It's mostly snippets and some poetry. I know, it's self-indulgent to play with rhymes, but you have to find your muse when it comes.
I guess that's
I'm
true.
bad at the English language.
Yes, let's go. Solidarity, fellas. He watched it intently as I skimmed over his work. It's mostly fluff, fragments of ideas, and the occasional clever rhyme. Each piece seemed short, as if it were cut off before completion. He seems to have trouble sticking to an idea. I can see that as a writer. Maybe that's why he was looking for inspiration.
Well, what do you think? I mean, I can't expect much from what I provided, but input is always appreciated.
Be honest, be kind, be blunt. Let's be kind. Because I don't know what it means by say be honest.
That is, yeah, it's pretty vague.
And be blunt doesn't sound good either, so let's be kind.
Yeah, maybe not blunt.
I'm seeing quite a few good ideas here, and even more interesting takes on ideas that you're I'm guessing that's pursuing, but it got misspelled. Pursuing.
Pursing.
Pursing. Is it pursing? Oh,
I don't
didn't
know.
know you could use that as a word. Like he's holding it back. Yeah, that's true. You're pursing. You should really seek publication.
You're too kind, really. It's definitely the direction I'm going, but I feel like I need to work on it a little bit more, before I get to where I'm completely comfortable with the idea.
Okay, valid.
Makes sense?
You seem very sensitive about your work for someone who's writing in the public eye.
Well, writing is it pulls quite deeply from my eternal well. Everything I write is, in some way, a reflection of myself. Suppose it's easy to take things personally.
You mean Sonic fanfiction? That is a great reflection of myself.
Sonic the Hedgehog fanfictions are truly a work on the human
spicy.
Human nature.
They actually said that in the Sonic show.
I love the self-referential humor in there.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. Well, if I may be so bold, what brought you to this club tonight? Since you clearly aren't driven by a desire to quietly observe, nor are you obviously looking to get drunk or dance. I'm curious as to what your motivation is.
Mostly, I guess, to keep myself occupied and distracted. Kobe, my brother, very much likes this place, but doesn't always want to go alone. I needed time away from my problems, and he wanted a ride.
Foreshadowing!
Stop. A match made in, well, necessity.
Well then, where else might you've gone if you had the option? Ignoring cost, location, or any of that.
Oh, is this gonna be a choice question? Somewhere interesting, somewhere
Oh,
quiet,
yeah.
here.
Still pretty vague.
Yeah, that's true.
Probably. I don't know which one it wants. Probably yellow or
quiet,
green. I
'cause he's
really
quiet.
don't think it's blue. I could see it being somewhere quiet, but I could also see, because he's here for inspiration, so green would also make
Yeah.
sense. But I
If-
don't.
We're gonna go from like what I'd say personally, and I hope that gets to the route. Okay.
Maybe it's a bit generous. I don't know. I think you could fail them though.
Yeah, but I'm not choosing like the really like mean options or anything. So
Maybe save. You do. We might need to save scum.
Okay, and we can just load that save. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Somewhere interesting. I've always wanted to travel around a bit more, you know? See a few other places. I haven't had much of a chance to get out of town. Maybe even travel to another country and immerse myself in the culture. Yeah, this might work. I mean, it's
Yeah,
great here,
I
but
could see it.
sometimes you just want to explore, you know? My answers seemed to intrigue him. His head bobbed for a few times in agreement as he jotted down a few notes. Ow, we
So this seemed fine. It was an okay choice.
That's realistically what I would say. I've always... Oh wait, it's your line.
I've always thought it was important to learn things about other culture. It helps you to better understand your own. Not to mention the sheer joy of exploring.
It worked, fellas.
Nice.
Seemed to be rather thrilled with his pseudo-interrogation. He looked back up from his notebook with excitement. Yeah, fellas, we got it. Houston, we have liftoff. Okay, let's go.
So being that we are in this club, and you already expressed curiosity as why I'm here, what do you like about this club?
Let's see what we got. Dancing, drinking, relaxing, socializing. Say relaxing or socializing.
Could see relaxing. It is very loud though. I don't know.
Out of both,
But out of all of these options,
probably
relaxing and socializing probably make the most sense out of those two.
Yeah, for me personally, it'd be relaxing.
Yeah.
I'm just here to relax, get away from all my mundane problems, and enjoy myself. I've done the 9 to 5 grind for too much of my life already. Big mood. Looking thoughtful, he nodded a few times and smiled. His pen dipped back down onto his note. We're giving inspiration, boys. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Onto his notebook and added a few more scribbles to the rapidly filling page. Oh, that's great, actually.
Nice. Goodness knows, I need a break now again too. A writer's life. They're simply seemingly serene. It's packed with deadlines, creative blogs, critiques, editing. The list goes on.
Nice. I still can't get over how banging the Sona we made is, though. It actually looks really good.
So we've established where you want to be and why you want to be there, but the big question, who do you want to be there with? What kind of person would you be looking for at this club?
Oh, we're getting there, fellas.
Do we want to be really direct or imply?
I get the feeling that this is a somewhat pointed question. I also get the feeling that there is something more going on here than simple research. Ooh. Shot me a Cheshire cat grin.
The Crack Brothers! Where?
Chris Pratt! And placed a hand on his chest in mock shock. Clearly he was enjoying this intimate game of 20 questions. Chris Pratt is gonna be a possible star in the Sonic movie, so we'll see.
Hopefully.
That'd be great. Someone handsome, someone interesting, someone bold. You get to the point. Oh, these first 4 all seem really good.
Pink is really direct. Red kind of seems
that seems
kind of aggressive.
Someone
but
bold,
I could see it working.
Someone interesting, someone handsome. Do you think you would work, or would that be too direct?
You might be too direct. But what do you think?
Let's save it.
Yeah, I did that a lot. Yeah, go for it.
To be honest, you. I said about exploring the club at first, but you definitely caught my eye. There's a reason I'm here, and not in the pool or down on the dance floor. And that's because you
better
intrigued.
blush or I'll be upset.
He shifted a whole new shade of red. Oh, there you go. As I smiled from the stool next to him. Absently, he looked away to scribble down a note or two. Nice. Before looking back up and clearing his throat to hide his shy response. There you go.
Well, it's always nice to be noticed. But I'm not usually the type of person to stand out physically. I mean, I don't know how to make it a hum.
I wasn't sure about what was more adorable, his attempts to cover up his embarrassment or the light shade of pink showing through those snowy white cheeks.
I wonder how many times it's gonna say, like, white cheeks. We're up to, like, 2 now.
Yeah. Alright, one more question, and then I really should find Kobe and figure out what he has planned for the rest of the night.
I suppose I have been prying pretty heavily. That said, you have been a very interesting character to study, and to say the least, it's rare. I messed that sentence up. It's rare I actually get to interact with someone. Thought that was a comma, not a period.
I'd hoped I was more than just an intellectual diversion. Is that not the case?
Then he blushes again. I didn't mean it like that. I mean, it's been interesting talking with you. I've been here a couple of hours, and already you're the first person who stopped to talk that didn't want to take a drink order.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. I smiled and leaned on the bar. He was awfully cute when he desperately tried to... Oh, okay.
Oh, dang it!
So what's the last question? He hesitated, glancing down at his notebook for a second, before scribbling something in the margins as he looked back up. I could see his cheeks were still quite flushed.
Okay, third cheek mention.
It's his chin, like... Next one's his chin.
I was heading to the library tomorrow to do some research for a story. There was a reading I was thinking of going to. Could I convince you to come along?
Oh, it's going, fellas. We got it. Honestly,
Let's get that bread.
Let's get that bread. Honestly, a library date doesn't actually sound that bad.
It sounds pretty good, actually.
Let me think about it. Nah, sorry, Seth. Oh, that would suck after all that hype up. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been flirting with you at this bar for like the last several hours, as you mentioned. But nah,
nah. Just
literally said the only person I'm looking for here is you, and then I'm like, nah, sorry, Seth. And then leave.
He's like, get got, and then dabs, and then leaves. No, dabs, and then like collapses on the floor.
He's drunk. That was a yes. Sure.
It's sure.
I'd love to. What time? Oh, the synth is getting crazy.
Really? I mean, great. The reading is a little before noon, but I'll be there. I'll be there early. Let me give you my number so you can call and let me know when you get there.
Fellas, we have a landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We got him. Da, 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 da.
I love that gif.
That's
so
a
good.
great name. He tore it off the corner of a notebook page absent-mindedly, leaving a snippet of poetry in the upper half, and passed it to me. Oh no! Oh wait, or is that gonna be like
Oh no! Destroyed the poetry!
really cute thing later on? We'll have to see.
Hopefully.
Thing. Oh wait, you're lining
How
up.
dare you steal my character line?
It's green. I keep on forgetting. I just read automatically because it goes so fast.
Fair, yeah. Thanks! It'll be nice to have someone else there. It's always a little awkward to go alone.
There.
Ah! So cute.
This boy.
He is.
Sounds like a date then. I can see why you wanted to go for this route actually.
It is, to my knowledge, the most
wholesome. From what I've seen of the other Let's Plays, yes. This seems like the most
Yeah.
wholesome so far.
I'd say if you had to make you know that meme where it's like chaotic evil and like
Which
true
one's
neutral
chaotic?
stuff?
Chaotic
This
evil is
is-
Kobe.
Chaotic evil is Kobe, and this is like pure good.
Is lawful
Whatever it
evil
is. Lawful good. That's what it was.
lawful good? Is lawful evil Lex?
Maybe. I think that's probably
Chaotic neutral?
chaotic neutral. I could see.
I could see that, yeah. That's a good placement. Sky, that would probably be a chaotic good up there. Chaotic good.
Okay.
I'm
I
trying
see.
to think.
Nope.
Okay.
I suppose it is. I need to get going, but be sure to call me as soon as you're up. I'll make sure to save us a seat.
Very nice. Oh, I'm glad I
Excellent.
chose this audio path. This is very nice synth.
Yeah.
After gathering his things, he shot me another adorable smile and strolled off towards the door. I folded up the paper and slipped it into my pocket. New message contact.
Nice.
Very nice. So now do I go back to Kobe?
No, don't do it yet. I believe there is a shooting range somewhere, and I need to know where that is, because it baffles me.
So
Like,
back here.
why is it...
That's an
Possibly.
entrance.
Somewhere here, I think there's a shooting range,
Oh, that's
and I
giving
got
me.
him out.
Oh my god.
Oh god!
Is it that?
I think it's outside somewhere.
That door doesn't have any indicator. That's the entrance again. There's Sky. There's that again.
Two
So
of
I'm
that
guessing that
line.
one way is the only way out.
Okay.
So go back this way. We already went that way around. Unless it's here.
Maybe?
Or
That
is
might just be
back
like a
road?
back entrance.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is like the VIP room, I think.
There's
Maybe it's in the elevator.
elevator. That's not a shooting room, that's just like a bar. There's more options
Yeah.
there.
There's a shooting range somewhere here, but
There's
I'm
the
going to
pool.
where it is.
Again? Oh, it goes back to the same one.
That makes sense.
Okay, so we just want to head out.
Wait, it might actually be during one of the paths.
I would bet it's during Lex's path or something.
It says Zenith's shooting range, and I think Zenith might be one of the characters.
Yeah, I think he was the bodyguard. That would make sense, yeah.
That would make sense. But apparently there's a lot of achievements tied to,
Zenith?
or the shooting range specifically.
Okay. So we go back to Kobe, and then it's like, oh, that was nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just wondering, or if you called him first or something.
Nah, you could just leave. Talk to the Codemeister.
Codemeister. Hey bro, can I borrow you for a second? Oh, this is me saying that.
Yeah.
You want to read Kobe's lines, or should I?
I don't know what voice to do for Kobe.
That's true. What's up?
What voice do you?
Maybe
okay.
Lighter, do you think?
How about a skater dude?
Skater dude works. He does have the apparel for that.
What's up?
That's good. Can we head home? Let's ask about that, actually. And then we can ask...
I never really went through his dialogue options.
How's the manhunt going?
Still working up the courage to ask someone out. It can be hard to tell if they're looking at you or the girls behind you. People here are a bit more open, but it's still you still don't want to misread the signals, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Fair.
I can see about 10 guys that are totally interested just from here. Okay. Oh, so that was it. Okay, so can we head home?
Oh, okay.
I think I've just about had all the fun I can have here. Do you mind if we head home?
You sure you want to go? I normally go all night, but I'm happy to go wherever you are. Just let me know when you're sure.
That is actually a very good voice from the voice lines I've seen so far. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, it's late. I wouldn't mind calling it a night.
Fair enough. I appreciate you coming tonight. You'll have to tell me about how it went on the way home. It's rowdy in here.
Oh man. It was refreshing to step outside. The bouncer gave us a gentle wave, Sharpie in hand as he addressed the next in line. I felt a little bad for pressuring Kobe to leave earlier than he usually would have, but he was all smiles. He was just happy that it came, I suppose.
I wonder if he talked to multiple people. It's Kobe's yeah, I'm ready to go now.
Yeah.
Or I wonder if it's always dang, he was gonna just stay there forever.
Yeah. He insisted on driving. Drinking apparently put him off his game. After all the excitement, I barely recall what we talked about on the way home. It just flew by. It's funny, the trip to the club felt like a lifetime. I guess I was more nervous than I should have been. Best not to overthink it. We passed out quickly when we got home, still riding the high of the evening. Are you drunk and driving?
Don't do it!
That's illegal.
It's illegal. Do that.
This actually
Refrain
sounds
from
like
it.
Hotline Miami music.
Damn it!
Rust by El Horvo, the very chill one. Dun 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 dun. Ugh, first time I've slept in late for reasons other than being a loafer.
Being a loaf of bread.
Seems like Kobe is already up. Either that or he just dropped me off and went back clubbing.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. The whole thing still feels kind of surreal. I should check my phone to see if I ended up getting any new content. He doesn't even remember. Or if it was just one of those weird dreams.
Hey, while you're here, try clicking the drawer.
What does that... the drawer?
Yeah, drawers. Nah, drawer. Peek.
These?
I believe so.
Ah, there's no displays coming up. Oh. Shift. Are we getting... oh, you can press shift for that. Although I'd probably just click on it, mouse.
Yeah. But it's nice you can do everything.
So I have the DJ,
Mouse.
Kobe, and Seth.
I'm kind of sad you can't, there's no DJ route.
That would be
Also, I like how he just doesn't have a name.
Wait, what's on this? My entertainment
Don't
center for the
worry
last
about
few weeks. What? Nah, we...
What?
I thought that was
What?
the bathroom and it was going to lead to a different path.
It's shift, I guess. I don't know what's going on.
We're back into, the living room.
Yeah.
delete contact.
No,
I'm just kidding.
no, no,
I'm joking.
no.
I love how the name of the phone is Samsung. Also, if I remember correctly, while I was watching the Lex play through, they had their own equivalent of Discord, but they call it Risk Cord.
Oh, by the way, where was this picture even taken? Like, of Seth? Like, what's going on there?
Is that like his
Like,
profile picture? Is that how
like-
it works? Because that's how it is like on iPhones, right?
Is it?
Because when you set it like your profile picture, like you kind of get that whenever you look at someone's. I think.
Huh.
I'm not sure. I don't use a profile picture. It's just my number. Okay. Call.
Oh, yeah, hit up the best boy. You have to walk back in here to do it.
Own it by pressing shift. That young feline rider seemed interesting. He said he'd be heading to the library today. Maybe I can still catch him. Ringing. Oh,
Ri-
that's him.
Does he, like, say ring?
I guess so.
Ring! Hello?
Hi, it's Garfunkel from Amorous. Garfunkel.
Name drop!
You mentioned I should give you a call today, and since I just rolled out of bed, I figured now is a good time as any.
Garfunkel? Oh, right, the interviewee. I'm glad to hear you called back. I just... Whoop! Okay, I'm okay. I'm just on my way to the library now. It's a great day for a stroll. Oh, jipes!
Is he just falling everywhere?
I think so, yeah. I
That's
think he's,
great.
like, dropping his stuff.
I love how he just calls us the interviewee.
Yeah.
A loud thud on the other end of the phone was followed by some muttering and grunting. Apparently I distracted him in the middle of something.
Rip.
Was this a bad time to call? It seems like you're having some difficulties there.
No. I just had a few books I'd been meaning to return before they became overdue. Thought sometimes I think the only reason the library stays open is because of the fees I wind up paying.
Aw, rip. I haven't paid like library fees in a long time.
Yeah,
Our
I
local-
remember... Oh,
You going?
okay. I remember in middle school, that was a big thing. It was like, oh, we're gonna have library fines, because that's what they do in high school. Like, to prepare you for it. And, like, in high school, it's like, no, they don't.
Not
There's
really.
no fees.
Yeah, not really. Let's be honest.
Like, if you lose the book, you have to, like, pay, but there's, like, no fees.
Yeah. I had, like, they threatened me with fees for, like, one book. I forgot what it was called. I think it was, like... I forgot what it was. I almost got some at our local library. The one with all the really cool comic book display. Oh, I love that library.
Nice.
I almost got some there. And I got some recently. This is not the one I almost got fees on because I turned it in pretty much right on the day it was due, but I got some Miles Morales comics after the freaking Into the Spider-Verse movie because it was so good, and I hadn't read those in forever.
Nice.
That was a really good run, though. I thought that was clickable on for a second.
Yeah.
I take it you're a fairly avid reader as well.
Definitely. One can't expand one's horizons enough. I'm just about to head inside. Do you want to drop by and meet me in the lobby?
Okay, quick thing before my line. I just realized this guy's arm reminds me of Tony the Tiger.
Dang it!
He's got the stripes, the claws, everything. The same dimension. Like, look how bulky it is.
Frick.
You know I'm right. Sure. Sure, let me just get reasonably decent, and I'll pop right over. Oh, you
Just
never told
walks in there with underwear.
me. Yes, just shorts. That's it.
It's like, I'm looking for Seth!
Oh, you never told me when the reading was. I hope we didn't miss it.
Reading?
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh, good. What time is it?
Oh no, did he forget?
Oh no! I don't think they did.
Glancing at the clock, I saw it was a little after 10 after I mentioned it to Seth. He seemed to calm down. Oh, nice. Okay. I was about to say that would
I didn't think... Because I believe it's a plot point, so I don't think they missed it.
That would suck.
That would suck. Woo! Sorry about that. I get a little too deep into my own head sometimes. The reading is at noon in the community room. We got plenty of time.
Very nice. Good. Well, I've got nothing planned this morning, so I'll just drop by since you'll already be there. We said our goodbyes as I tried not to flinch every time I heard another book drop on the other end.
Oh my god, he could just not care anything.
And I hopped out of bed to get dressed.
This
Rest
horrible.
in peace, Seth.
We get there and Seth, like, is just, like, knocked unconscious. There's, like, just a bunch of books on the floor.
There are 20 books on the ground.
Yeah.
Despite not needing to rush, I did feel a little concerned about making him wait. I scooped up some clean clothes and got myself as close to presentable as possible. Mood.
Nice.
And here we go. Kobe is stumbling around the kitchen, bleary-eyed and in nothing but his underwear.
Bleary-eyed?
Again. Is that a word, bleary?
Hold on, I'll look it up. Continue reading.
As I was heading towards the door.
And where are you off in this rush? In a rush?
Just meeting someone. Found an interesting guy at the club last night, and he invited me to an event.
Okay, I have the definition for bleary. It's of the eyes, unfocused or filmy from sleep or tiredness.
You know, this guy actually has really good writing for the type of games he's working on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, first date, huh?
Don't have to rub it in like that, Kobe. Ouch.
Oh.
We've just been knocked off the horse a couple times for getting back into it, though.
One of these days.
One of these days.
Gotta work.
I start crying on the other end of
Cries
this mic.
like curls up in a ball.
The game's
Kobe's-
over. I'm shutting it down. Don't get started, little bro. I heard everything that happened last night when you and your friends got back here. Oh no.
Okay. Have fun, but expect a full report.
A report, an essay.
You better put that thing in MLA format or I'll
MLA
kick you out of this house.
double spacing.
11.5 font.
Yes, correct. Comic Sans.
Or I will disown you from this family.
Comic Sans.
Mandatory. Also has to be in bold, italics, and underline.
And it has to be the rainbow Comic Sans.
Also, it has to be slightly transparent.
Slightly tilted to the left.
It's
Don't
italics, but
Don't
not
ask
all
for
the
that.
way. It's
Okay.
like slight italics.
Slight italics. Slight. I promise. We'll dish all about him later.
Is that a term?
I guess.
Later's good. Right now I need coffee and a shower.
Nice. Kobe followed his beak back into the kitchen as I made my way out the front door. Ooh, nice.
Hot
This
lot in
is the
Miami,
same-
but in the morning.
And also, it's like sprite art.
I also really appreciate how in this setting they plant like the same tree multiple
Yes.
times on a random strip of beach.
Yes.
Like, what is this road?
And they're the same intervals. They have to be the same measurements each time.
That was the newest public works project.
Yes. I honestly hadn't been to the public library in ages. Between work and Kobe's nightlife, I'd been too occupied to think about culture. Probably why I was curious about this feline. Not that my friends were dim, far from it, but they were more passionate about surfing, tanning, and chasing tail. I see what they did there.
Hey.
Then discussing the latest popular literature. Last night was all about trying new things, so I figured this was another tick mark off my newest bucket list. His adorably nerdy look may have also had some influence on my choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. True to his word, Seth had found us a couple of seats close enough to enjoy the reader, but not in the immediate view. Everyone else was getting settled in, so I managed to make it to my seat with a minimum of fuss. Seth beamed at me before turning his attention back to the front of the room. Oh, new character.
His name is Nick Kovac.
That's pretty sick, actually.
It's kind of sad that this guy isn't animated.
You want to voice this guy, or should I?
I probably can.
Okay.
I'll do like a... The dew had settled on the lawn just outside the front door, listening in the last few rays of moonlight before the sun crested the horizon.
I actually like that much more than what I thought I was going to put for this character.
I was gonna go like as pretentious as possible.
I was going to do like a dude bro voice just because the way he's wearing that t-shirt and his jeans.
Oh yeah, he got very long.
The dew had settled on the lawn just outside the front. Not just kidding. That's a little too much dude bro.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was being read or who the author was. The placard just outside the room had a few bits of information on it, but nothing that rang a bell. Seth chuckled quietly, likely due to my confused expression.
His name is Nick Kovac. He's one of my favorites for a light read.
Oh, so he's like kind of over there technically, because he's the reader. Nice.
Yeah, it's like a book listening. Blood was the color of the clouds, and the same unwashed crimson spilled in rivulets across the floors below him. It was a body emptied of life, and a life empty of meaning.
Light read? What definition of the word light are you using?
Yeah, that does not look like a light read. Like,
Yeah.
what do you think that book is? It's genre fiction. Murder mystery with a light thriller thrown in for spice. He's got a way with words that really captures the imagination.
I'm gonna drop a picture of the Sona in Discord in a second and see everyone's reaction.
The sound of boots, rattling the windows and shaking the shutters, pulled him from his reverie. Too soon they would be upon him, and thereafter he would join the woman he discovered upon the paving stones.
Okay. Certainly hard not to form a mental image. You've read a few of his books? I love how, like, books came out when I said it. Books?
Books? All 14 in his current series. I found him midway through the second, so I got some insight I shouldn't have into the first. It ruined the mystique for me, and I haven't been able to bring myself to try reading them.
4. Ooh. Or 14. Whoops. Yeah, he is a light reader. 14? How many have you written in total?
Oh, about 28 or so. He's prolific, sure, but that's why he does so well. Two staccato shots rung out across the barren fields, and the pang of heat and pain radiated from his shoulder. He held secrets best left unspoken, and the pursuer meant to silence him forever.
Someone in Discord just asked if I have the nude patch on.
Sadly.
Not. It's YouTube, we gotta consider this.
Right.
There is a patch for that. Just wondering, it's not like I'm,
It's inherently in the game. There's just like, if you go into one of the text file, like you make a text file that says like, show me the butts, and then you get it. I believe that's what it is.
That's literally what it is.
Yeah, you just have to make a text file, and then it unlocks it.
Oh my god, that's great.
It also adds some interesting character customization options that weren't available.
Oh my god. This
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
This director is a genius. I was skeptical at first, but now it's caught my interest. You said you were doing some research for your own story. How far along is that one? Even in the dim light, I could see a frown creasing the corners of his mouth. He sunk back into his chair for a moment before whispering his response. Oh no, has he not done any of that?
Oh no, you hit a bad spot. Honestly, not as well as I'd hoped. Writing is a very private vocation, but that makes it harder when you stare at an empty room and a blank page. Wait, what does that say? I think your mouse is in the way.
Oh,
okay, it says I, okay. I thought it was just some word I didn't know. I admit, I am here in part to hopefully absorb some of his ambient genius, in the hopes of inspiring myself to put pen to paper.
So just like at the club, you're here trying to gain inspiration through osmosis. Osmosis Jones. Remember that film? With, what's his name? Chris Rock. It was Chris Rock. It was not
nice.
Will Smith.
Rip.
Will Smith was in Shark Tale.
Good. Somehow, you make it sound more desperate than I am.
Okay. Why don't I help?
Probably
Me too.
green.
Yeah, I'd say probably out of all of this, probably this one.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a sounding board or just some input, I'd be more than happy to help you out with that.
Really? I mean, really?
Really, really.
Really?
Really, really, really.
Really?
Really, 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 really.
Really?
Okay. We gotta keep the bits. Good length. Just kidding. His eyes were wide with what I could only assume was excitement as I nodded. He was cute, intelligent, and interesting. Why not take some time to help him out? Maybe he'd even put me in the forward. Oh, that'd be great.
This is fantastic! Why don't we grab some lunch after this? My treat. It'll give us some time to chat above a whisper.
Sounds good. I didn't have a chance to grab anything before I headed out the door.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah. His grin was infectious, and I couldn't help but smile before he turned back and settled into his seat. He was really excited at the prospect. Who knew it would be that easy to get a lunch out of him? Honestly, romance novels, audio readings. This is my resume right here. For the audiobooks for those. Whole bunch of middle-aged ladies are gonna listen to me read amorous fanfiction.
Yeah, I mean,
on cassette.
that everybody does nowadays.
Yeah.
Also, it is so strange that, like, this Nick Kovac is just not animated. It's so strange in comparison to, like...
He's kind of moving.
Yeah, but Seth is always moving.
That's true.
Far worse than the iron bars and rain sickened concrete of the cell was the knowledge that escape would be impossible. Beyond those walls, he was a hunted man, and only within their icy embrace could he hope to live another day.
Seth nudged me as applause rolled through the room. I guess I hadn't been paying as much attention as I thought.
Clap, 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 clap. I'll do applause.
You sounded like Bulby from Jimmy Neutron there for a second. Do you remember that?
Who again?
Bulby.
Dang, it's been a really long time since I've watched Jimmy Neutron.
Clap, slap, 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 clap, clap, slap, slap, slap. I love that show. Honestly, shows like in the early 2000s, like those animated shows were so good. There was Courage.
Pretty good, yeah.
Ren and Stimpy was kind of cursed, but it was still around.
It is cursed.
The creator is a terrible person, but
Most cursed.
yeah, he's just a terrible person from what I've heard. Which makes sense why he would play Ren. Ren is like terrifying.
Yeah.
We should have made our character look like Ren, completely naked.
Oh god, no. Oh god.
You remember that life-like doll of Ren? Like it looked like a realistic face. I'm I'm gonna edit that into the screen for a little bit so everyone can witness the glory of the Ren doll. That's on eBay. I can buy that.
No.
Just have it rest on the back of my green screen. He's floating.
Oh god.
His realistic facial structure.
Absolutely terrifying.
That was a terrifying.
Oh,
He
God,
looked like
it's
a
so
newborn
scary.
baby. And everyone who's going to be watching this is going to be understand when I put it on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, back to it. The two of us made our way through the crowds and back out to the lobby. It was there that I noticed a small wooden table with a pile of books on it and the author's picture on a stand. Seth was busy chatting with some of the other attendees, so I found a place to sit down nearby. When he finally stepped away, he made a beeline for me. He's just like Naruto running.
Hopefully.
Found you.
Alright. There's a nice little coffee shop down the road. We've got a couple of books to grab before we go, so I can meet you there, or you can wait for me.
That
Wait
actually
for
sounds
me.
very nice. The coffee shop and stuff. Those are always nice, little relaxing places to go. We had such a good one, and I think it was replaced by the Moose Bar, or the Pie Bar is what it's called here.
Ah, whatever. It's
And
called.
yeah, even though it's technically moose, it's not pie. But they had live performers come out, and it might have been small
sick.
guys, but it was sick. I got someone to sing Cheeseburger from Paradise or something once from there.
Nice.
And then we had some other guys, I forgot. He sang like Ray LaMontague, and I love that guy. His voice is great.
Ooh.
Garfunkel's back. Apparently Seth hadn't noticed the signing table or the author heading in that direction. He did mention enjoying his books. Oh, are we gonna get a signing? That'd actually be pretty cute.
Yeah.
Nice. Secretly get a signed book. Meet him there, wait, secretly get a signed book. Yeah, let's go for that. That's a nice grand gesture. Why don't I just wait and I'll see you back here in a second.
Excellent. I'll just be a moment.
Nice. Seth wandered off to the circulation desk while I maneuvered to the table.
Thanks for coming. It's always nice to see a good turnout.
Nice. You're welcome. First time I've been to a reading. I don't get out as much as I should. Same.
Big mood. Then double thanks. It can be hard to compete with everything else to do out there. What can I do for you?
My friend is a big fan of yours. Could I get a signed copy of your latest book for him?
Sure. It's part of the reason I'm here. Did you have something in mind for me to write?
Oh, is this gonna be a choice thing?
I can't remember actually.
Something encouraging, something simple. Something encouraging. That would be
I think
really
I
cool.
think it's yeah.
That's what I think anyway. That's what
I think that's the one I went for.
as a writer, like that'd be sick.
That'd be rad. Like somebody you could like aspire. Like write you something
Stephen
encouraging.
King,
That'd be
like
sick.
write something really encouraging about you.
Yeah.
Or he sells his story rights to you. He does that actually. He sells his story rights to fan filmmakers for like $1 or
Oh,
something.
nice.
And that's really cool.
I want a picture of Seth, like a JPEG of Seth, to be like signed
Meeting.
by the person who made this game.
That'd be great. I thought you said he was kind of a person though.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
Yeah, I could.
Use JSON effects.
Oof.
So,
Oof.
oof.
Something encouraging. He's an aspiring author himself. Could you put in some words of encouragement?
Of course. Just tell him not to steal my audience. I have to eat too. Oh, this funny
Yeah.
boy.
He steals his entire audience. Nah. He chuckled and jotted down a few inspirational words.
He goes out of business.
That'd suck. Before signing him, name with a flourish. His name with a flourish? That might be a typo. After I'd paid, I slid the book into my coat to keep it out of sight for a surprise. That's nice, actually.
Thanks again for coming. I've got another reading later on in the month. I hope to see you and your friend there.
Yes. I'll mention to him. Thanks, again.
Back. Hopefully I didn't keep you waiting too long.
Not at all. Shall we get going? Seth nodded and the two of us ducked out of the front door and into the street. I had to juggle the book a little to keep it a secret, but Seth was so engrossed in talking about the reading it wasn't too difficult. Also, I love how I'm supposed to be like this punk biker wearing dude and my voice is just like this. That's just a good summary of my personality, like punk biker dude, but you know what's punk, y'all? Loving yourself. Being mean, that's not punk, because it performs to the status quo established by the larger force that wants to keep you down. Okay, anyway.
Wanna know what a real gangster does?
Respects
yourself. People.
Respect yourself. Real
Treats
punk.
people how they want to be treated.
Real punk is checking up on your friends and telling them you love them. Tell your friends goodnight. Remember that. Because that's a meme that's going around apparently. Tell your homies goodnight. The coffee shop was a nice.
You always gotta kiss your homies.
Kiss your homies goodnight. Cozy and inviting, we settled into a table after grabbing a coffee each and a scone. I barely had time to take the first bite when Seth produced a number of notebooks. Yeah. Wait,
Those are good.
What are they naming their company? Because it's obviously based off Starbucks.
All you see is the star, so you like know what it is.
Coffee. Oh, his coffee has Seth on it. That's a nice little touch, actually.
Oh, nice.
It has all the things checked.
My writings are a little scattered. I tend to just grab what I have handy to jot my thoughts down.
Nice, nice. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, clicked on it. Okay. Oh, that's kind of rude.
That is rude.
Hey, hold up. Let me finish my coffee. Don't you
Shut up! I gotta finish my cup!
Don't you speak, or I will choke you.
I'm an American! I have to finish my coffee!
I'm gonna finish my coffee. With
like
pieces of bacon in it. And oil. What are you trying to write? Well, seems to me the first thing to do would be to get organized. You've got a bunch of bits and pieces, but have you considered what you want to do with them?
I was thinking of, maybe something involving the main, but I could also bring in,
That sounds like a no. He's blushing. Aw.
I just don't quite have my thoughts together. It's not as simple as that, you know? There has to be some...
Seth, no is okay. No doesn't mean there isn't something to work with. It just means you don't yet have a direction. Wasn't that the reason you wanted to do this? Wow, that's actually really, like...
That's inspirational.
Yeah. That's actually, like, really, like, existential. For this type of game.
I think you mean this literary masterpiece.
Literary masterpiece. The writing does actually look pretty good. I'm not gonna
Masterclass in storytelling?
Yes.
You're right, sorry. It's easy to get lost in my head, I suppose.
Yeah. Writing seems to be a really important thing for you. What got you started?
Reading, mostly. I've always been a little bookish, and well, I enjoyed so much of my time in other people's worlds that I wanted to make some of my own.
Nice.
Nice.
I assume you aren't just a writer since you're still working on a book. What else do you do with your free time?
I'm not terribly fond of talking about it, just because it's
mystery.
embarrassing.
Mystery.
I hope there's an option to just like drop the subject.
Yeah.
It's like it's very heavily like hinting at something.
That
You're
he
like,
writes.
"Actually, I don't care."
Well, now you have to tell me. I'm a trust fund kid. My parents have been fairly well off financially. And they set aside a sizable sum for me when I got old. So he's gonna be like a millionaire.
Okay.
Not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Then again, we haven't.
Also, how dare you steal my line?
Oh, that was yours. Oh my god. He did it again. It wasn't even like the good reading for him. Because that voice is good. Okay, you can steal my line in return.
Okay. That would explain why you're able to live in town. I was sort of brought along to the city with three parents when I was younger. They've also been pretty fortunate in that regard.
Is it
Hey Nico, let's go bowling!
Hey Nico, let's go bowling.
Hey Nico!
Hey Nico. Is that gonna be his voice from now on? I'm not sure.
It's kind of hard on the throat.
Hey Nico. Okay, I'll do it.
Not to be too forward, but you don't seem terribly happy being idle.
Nah, not too forward. My work had eaten up quite a bit of free time, so when that obligation vanished, I just felt kinda lost. I'm glad my little brother got me out of the house at least.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how well it fits.
Okay, we'll do one more line with it. Maybe here and there I'll let it out just randomly.
Yeah.
Keep it a surprise.
Oh, yeah. He sounds like an equally interesting person. In a different way, I suppose.
Ooh. He's a character, but I love him.
Foreshadowing.
Oh no, stop. Not like that. Not like that. As a bro kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Sure.
We went on for a bit longer, chatting about this or that, until my cough leave was gone and we turned our attention to the pile of notes Seth had brought.
I've got an idea. You're right in that I spend a little too much time in my own head. Maybe what I need is some structure.
Okay. Sounds good. What did you have in mind then?
Since I can't seem to settle on something, why don't you tell me what I should write?
Oh.
Yeah, you get some option here.
Really? With all your talk of muses and inspiration?
I think of it as an exercise. You'll give me a framework to build from, and I write the story. They'll give me a focus and keep me from wandering.
Alright, I suppose that makes some sense. Why me, though?
Because then we'll both have some investment in the final piece. That will make it all the more likely you'll keep humoring me.
Ah, I see.
Ooh woo.
Here at the Starlux. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Where should we start?
At the beginning. What kind of genre should I write?
Oh, this is a very broad question.
It is.
Romance, horror, fantasy, sci-fi. I'm kind of thinking romance, just to go along with the theme.
That is true, but is that too forward? Or does it even matter in the first place? I'm not sure if it
seem
does.
kind of forward, but it worked. From what
I think
we've
when I did
seen-
it, I went like sci-fi when I did mine.
From what we've seen, probably romance or horror. Let's go with romance. Let's save, actually, just in case.
He does seem to be into fantasy or some sort of thriller, I guess, from like the book reading or what I gathered from it.
So we want to do horror. I
I
can
don't
see
know,
that.
It's your choice.
Yeah, that's true. Let's go horror, because I think he'd enjoy that. I like a good scare, something that can really get the adrenaline pumping. How about horror? That is a good genre to choose out. More people probably read horror than they do romance novels.
That is true.
It's a popular genre to sure.
Yeah.
Does give you quite a few options. You good?
No, you're just stealing my line again.
Oh my god. I'm out of it. Okay, you go.
It's a popular genre to be sure. does give you quite a few options to have fun with characters and the readers, I'm game.
Okay, so he's good for it.
Nice.
I gotta remember, each time it's green. Each time it's green, my reading mindset just tells me, read when it comes on.
It's like it's because it means go. I mean, makes sense.
It's true.
Okay, so how do you see the main character? Is there some defining feature you like?
Regular person, begrudgingly involved, deeply flawed, heroic. Maybe deeply flawed. Does
Well,
it
it'd be
matter?
good for a horror story.
Regular person. That's what most horrors do.
That is true.
Begrudgingly involved. I feel like
I mean,
yeah.
Begrudgingly involved pretty much sums up horror in like a nutshell.
Yeah. Deeply flawed. I'm worried because that might come off kind of weird. Do you think? Because it might sound like, oh, he's begrudgingly involved. I'm also begrudgingly.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking too hard on this.
I could be wrong, but I think all that this really changes is some dialogue later in the pack.
Let's do deeply flawed. I actually do. I like complex, multifaceted characters. People who mess up, but you have to keep going. Something about the struggle to just get by really resonates with me.
Because he's a failure. My favorite kind.
Yes.
Nothing like being able to explore shortcomings through that lens. Having someone for whom there are only gray options, no black or white.
Yes, he liked it. Okay, we got it.
Excellent. I'm getting some great ideas here. I told you that you make an excellent
Very
muse.
nice. We're getting inspiration, fellas.
Also, maybe it's just perspective, but that is a really big chair.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I just didn't say anything.
Also, he doesn't even really seem to be sitting in it. He's kind of just standing there.
It's behind him. That's why it looks...
I don't know, man.
It's a cardboard cutout of it.
Yeah. Like, it only makes sense from this angle.
Yes.
Like, any other angle, it's, like, completely flat, and it's just like, why is this here?
Budget cuts. Okay. Glad I can help. That said, I've got a question for you this time.
Oh. Suddenly, the interviewer becomes the interviewee. My, how the tables have turned.
Listen, I know I originally said I'm not sure how I felt about stuff like this, but I will say that facial animation is very top-notch.
It's pretty good.
It is. This is the confurrsion.
The path awogen.
The path awogen. That's good. It's quite the plot twist. Anyway, I was wondering, what do you plan on doing with the story after you're done?
I hadn't really considered it. Probably something I shouldn't even worry about until it's written.
That's valid.
Yeah.
I think you should keep it in mind, ponder it. I also think that you should keep those notebooks away. Let this story build itself. You'll be less inclined to overwhelm yourself. That's actually a very good viewpoint.
Fair enough. But I reserve the right to call you the instant it's done. I'll need your eyes on it as soon as it's out of the printer.
My name is Garfunkel, but you can call me anytime.
Garfunkel.
You can call me Garfunkel.
I bestow upon you the ability.
To call me Garfunkel.
It's like in ancient stories where it's like, if you know the name of the dragon, you can, like, control it.
Like Shazam. The new Shazam.
It's like, I bestow upon you the power to call me Garfunkel.
Say my name and my powers will flow through you. Garfunkel.
Garfunkel!
Say it! That's how it goes in the trailer. I'm actually psyched for that movie. It looks so good. That guy is gonna be at freaking DallasCon, and I'm so excited.
Oh, sick.
Zachary Levi, I think.
Ooh.
They have a whole bunch of people. The entire cast of Boy Meets World. The cast of It, including Finn Wolfhard.
Ooh.
And forgot who else. They had some other good ones. I can look it up in a second. It's a deal. Looking at the clock, I noticed we'd already spent quite a while chatting back and forth. Despite not having a set schedule of my own, I'd figured Seth may have had other places to go. Well, it's afternoon already, and I don't want to keep you. I mean, if you're busy.
I should get to it. The fresher the ideas are in my head, the more likely I'll actually be able to keep with them.
That's true, that's true. He smiled up at me for a moment before we both clearing the
What?
table. I don't know what that word means. Standing
Okay,
up
I'm
and
gonna look
tucking
that
in our
up.
chairs. Geen.
Maybe it's pronounced like Sean.
Gene.
Gene.
Gene. With a G.
Okay, I have no idea what that means. It's not.
Is it not pulling up anything?
It's like a plant.
That is interesting.
Maybe it meant clean. Would be my guess.
Maybe it was just a mix of words.
Yeah.
Oh, they have freaking Jack Bauer, the guy from 24.
Huh.
Oh, also the Back to the Future crew. How could I forget about that? That's actually really cool.
Ah, sick.
And that really thick cop from Stranger Things, David Harbour. David Harbour, if you're watching this, I don't know why you would. I really appreciate your work, and I think of you more than just a thick legend, because you are a thick legend. No! Jason Momoa canceled.
What?
That's sad, because he just got out of Aquaman. That's actually pretty sad.
Rip. Wait, you skipped my line!
Wait, did I?
Yeah!
I'm so sorry, I forgot we didn't say that.
He said something like, it was rad being here.
My
See you
last
later.
load was forever ago, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's unimportant, I guess.
Oh my god.
It was probably just like, thanks for coming or something.
Yeah. Same here, you're a very interesting person to be around, Seth. It's a nice change of pace. Okay, won't skip this one.
Only interesting?
Oh, he's playing that route, I see. Should I say I didn't mean, or no?
Green kind of seems like you're trying to back out of a bad situation.
So no.
But it seems pretty obvious that he's, like, trying to play you. So I assume just no probably be the best answer. You might want to save.
Not at all. Oh, frick, you're right. You are also extremely adorable. I think this is a good.
I'm pretty sure this is the right answer.
You are also extremely adorable and sweet when you aren't wrapped up in your own thoughts. That last part was good.
And then he blushes. Dang it.
I'll still take the compliment. Thanks.
Stop!
Oh, frick!
My line!
Okay, you read it.
I'll still take the compliment. Thanks.
Why do I keep on doing that?
I don't know, man.
It's late. It's actually not that late, actually.
Yeah.
You've got my number, right? Give me a call if you have any question or if you'd just like to chat.
Think so? You called me, right? Oh wait, it says I think so. Okay. It's all good.
Yeah. Let me just write it down so you don't lose it. I scribbled it down for it, and I feel like that was another typo. And he put it in his pocket, smiling happily at the offer as he checked his notebook was secure one last time.
I will make ample, but hopefully not burdensome, use of your opinion, Garfunkel. Thank you.
Nice, nice. Oh, I almost forgot. Oh, are we gonna give him the book? Nice.
Ah! I think we are. Or maybe that's later, who knows.
I got this for you.
Never mind, this is out.
I know how you like that offer, and I thought it would be a nice gift.
Author.
When I handed him the novel, his eyes went wide. A smile spread across his face in an instant, and he looked back up at me, beaming.
You got me a signed copy? I didn't even realize he was doing signings. Garfunkel, this is the best thing I've ever gotten.
We did it, boys. We were thoughtful.
We got him.
A thoughtful gift.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Before I could react, he leapt up against me, wrapping his arms around me, and pressing.
Oh, yeah!
We both began to blush after the moment of exhilaration began to fade. He quickly pulled away and glanced down towards the floor.
Oh,
Ladies
yeah.
and gentlemen, we got
him!
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean.
Oof. We got some heavy options here. Lips
No.
or cheek? Forward or more playful?
I also really appreciate how there's always just these really rude options that make, like, no sense. Like, why would you
Forgive
ever
him.
put that?
Kiss him on the cheek, kiss him on the lips.
Mm.
Do we want to be more forward, or do we want to...
I mean, he was.
Let's
So I
go
assume
forward.
probably.
Ladies and gentlemen, this can only go one way. Oh please, don't be sorry. I stepped forward and pressed my lips gently against his, giving his cheek a soft
Fourth cheek mention!
Yes. I was trying to read this sensually for the audience so they can get into it.
I'm sorry, it's just
It's
fourth
okay, I'm
cheek
joking. It's revenge for the times I accidentally read your cues. Giving his cheek a soft stroke before pulling away. A barely audible purr rumbled up from his chest before he turned his head to cough and regain his composure. He just coughs in your mouth immediately.
Oh god.
Moment ruined. Actually made better. I'm just kidding. He's not vaccinated. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll have to remember not to let you go so soon next time.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh my god, I didn't mean it like that. This game is bringing out things in us. Oh my god.
Ooh. Well, I need to get going. Got to keep the story fresh.
You got Thanos snapped. This exists in the same universe as Avengers.
Also, did they even drink their coffees?
They said they did, but it's not like the coffee. You could just take them down because it's like
That'd be a
2D
neat
art.
detail.
That would be
If
cool.
it, like, slot, like, over time, I got, like, slightly less, like,
I
foam
do
or
like
something.
that his coffee is marked and it has like all the checks on it. That's pretty nice.
I do appreciate that, yeah.
That's a nice little detail.
It's a wonder that they didn't get his name wrong, though.
Sauce.
Seem to always do that.
Seth Roth. It's
That's why he's the best option.
Um,
It's Sephiroth's persona.
yes. It's Goofy. He's the latte guy.
Yuck.
I'm just trying to earn a buck for my boy's education. Yuck. The
I have a
dark-
cappuccino for, Saul? Yuck.
The darkness is in.
Gosh,
Maxie.
Sora, isn't that Sephiroth?
Maxie, they got my boy Maxie. The darkness took my boy Maxie. That sounded more like
Oh.
New Orleans.
Yuck.
Yuck, my boy Maxie. They got him.
Yuck.
My boy Maxie's a heartless.
Oh no! Xehanort got to my boy, Maxie. Oh, yuck.
Yuck. Oh, that was bad. Okay, let's move on. We said our goodbyes, parting after a final lingering hug. As I watched him leave, I felt the sense of happiness I hadn't experienced in the past few weeks. Writing was a very important thing to him, and in the span of a cup of coffee and a cake, he'd wanted me to be a part of that.
You didn't have a cake, you had a scone.
Same difference.
Said at the beginning. Consistency.
I hadn't been that important of a person to anyone but Kobe recently. Work had kept me busy, but without that, I began to realize that I wanted something more. Maybe this could be that something. Either way, I'd need to be ready with some juicy gossip when I got home, or Corby will never stop pestering.
It's your boy, Corby.
Kobe in the house.
Yeah.
Cinematic masterpiece. Best anime. You've unlocked the testing the waters achievement. Do these go on my public achievement list?
They do.
Oh my god. Wait, I can click on that.
The poster.
Kobe still got the hots for marsupials after meeting his pen pal. Apparently it was the thunder down under. That's a really good play on words. And then some. Oh, so it was just a line of text. I'm guessing I sleep if I press that. Okay.
Probably, yeah.
That's Kobe's Australian boyfriend, Mari. So he is a kangaroo. I thought he looked like a kangaroo. Apparently he's making plans to visit sometime. I guess he understands my brother can't keep his pants on for that long. Oof. Wait, what? What am I doing? Okay.
What? Oh.
I went back out into the living room.
I keep thinking that's like a closet or something.
So I contact Seth again?
I believe so.
Delete contact. I'd feel totally terrible.
Delete the contact now.
I'd feel totally terrible if I accidentally clicked on my mouse or something and I just deleted my contact.
That would be real. I hope there's like an option just like, are you sure?
I would think it would, because it's done that with everything else. Like, are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, call. Oh, we're back here. Transported. I knew that focusing on his writing was going to eat up Seth's time, but it seemed like forever since I last saw him. It was like yesterday.
It's like 30 minutes later.
No phone calls, no texts, nothing. It was enough to make me question if I hadn't been just confused about the signals. Hopefully not. That would suck.
I mean, these are some pretty direct signals, if so.
I thought we had a connection. He was certainly interested in me, but this undermined the whole idea. Why else would he just leave me hanging? Maybe he really did just want some temporary company. Don't think of it like that. Oh no.
Don't do it!
Kobe was there for me. We even went to the club.
Foreshadowing.
To see Seth had shown back up there. Sadly, there was no sign of him. Eventually, I'd given up and just slumped on the couch and left myself in daytime television. I wasn't normally like this, but putting myself out there only to wind up with nothing, it was a hard thing to just bounce back from. I knew I'd eventually have to pick myself back up, but for now, it felt comfortable just to wallow. He might just be working on his book, honestly.
I mean, yeah, but I think that is what he's doing. I can't remember what happens after this.
Kobe was in the shower, and I had just finished watching the 5th rerun in a row when there was a knock at the front door. It's him.
Yeah, okay.
My instinct was to ignore it. I couldn't think of anyone who might be stopping by. How did you get her address?
That's a good question. Stalking, probably.
Oh my god. A second knock eventually got me off the couch and stumbling towards the door. I half expected it to be some local group doing fundraising every time. At this point, I was feeling low enough that wolfing down a box of cookies sounded like a good idea. Biggest mood.
Yeah.
There he is!
The best boy! Garfunkel! I'm so glad it was the right house.
How did you get my address?
I'm even trying, like, random houses.
He went through, like, entire neighborhoods. I don't know whether that's more romantic or more creepy. It's a healthy balance, I guess.
I don't know. Probably could have just called.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
Like, hey, this is where my house is.
Yeah. What the heck are you doing here? How did you know where I lived? Why didn't you call?
Well, the not calling was due to me being a scatterbrain. When we parted ways, my head was buzzing with a million ideas. I had to get them out before they drove me crazy.
I called it.
Yeah.
I don't think he would have just left. That would be such a sad ending.
That would be sad.
One of those ideas involved losing my number. Not just kidding, that's a little too aggressive. And one of those ideas involved losing my number?
Indirectly, yes. I tossed my pants in the wash before I went to bed like I normally do. I'd forgotten your number was in my pocket, so I started the machine into the morning, and by the time I realized my mistake, all that remained was a soggy lump of paper.
It's actually kind of something I would probably do. That's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Rip. But
I also appreciate how Seth has, like, one pair of
clothes. Don't they all?
That's it. I mean, yeah, they never really alternate. That's just kind of... They have the same thing on every time.
I forgot if they do that in Dream Daddy or not. I think they always wear the same clothes, I'm not sure.
I can see that.
Yeah. I think that's the standard for these games mostly.
I mean, animation takes a long time.
That's true. But yeah. Best Boy is back. Okay,
Yeah.
but why didn't you stop by the club or anything? I checked a couple of times and didn't see you.
Because he was writing. I was cloistered in my apartment, subsisting on livery, food, and coffee. In retrospect, it could have been something strange out of a novel I read. It was intense. It just kept pouring out of me. I never thought it was like that.
It'd be like that.
I don't think it'd be like that, but really.
Well, he's a writer, so I can see that, because you get that the moment you have it. Otherwise, poof.
It's all gone.
What came out of you? Oh, not just kidding. And you still haven't explained how you found my address. I mean, I'm a little upset you didn't call, but not about this. I think it's just weird.
He moved over.
Yeah. Is Kobe gonna come in? Did Kobe give him our address?
Oh. Yeah. That I could write a whole story about. It was me, Austin!
It was me!
It was me! All along!
I love that video.
Yeah. He was like a skater dude, right? Like,
yeah.
Me? I found him for you.
Kobe? What?
What?
What? That's better.
Kobe, thanks again. You're a lifesaver.
He gave his address out to someone he barely knew. Just our brief description of it.
He just searched out somebody named Seth. Like someone through the contacts and like the first Seth in like the and yellow pages.
And it's him.
It's like, oh, how convenient.
Very convenient. So that your line?
What? I already read it.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure this time.
Yeah. Last night, I overheard him at the bar asking about you. You'd mentioned a cute feline you'd been seeing. You called me cute? I
was blushing again. We did it.
Ah.
What is he, like, even technically wearing? Like, is it, like, a whole t-shirt? Or is it a t-shirt and then over it is, like, kind of a cardigan sweater?
It's like an undershirt, I guess.
It's a very interesting choice of fashion, but...
Does it? Are those pockets? Is that just, like, a singular hole? I don't
know. He just always holds his hands behind his back, also. We've never seen his hands.
I think we've seen his hands.
Oh yeah, we actually did at the beginning. You're right.
I mean, yeah. Anyway, I mentioned I was your brother. We got to talking for a bit. I told him how down in the dumps you were lately. I felt terrible about that. I mean, I was a little flattered that you were pining for me.
Cool.
Using these fancy words.
My cheeks began to flush red as I stammered out a defense. I wasn't pining, I was just sad, since I hadn't heard from you in so long.
I told him that he should drop by today and catch back up with you. Maybe get you off the couch for a while.
Yeah.
Look at Kobe, looking out for your health.
That's very cool, Kobe.
And here I am, groveling on bended knee. I can't tell you how amazing our first time together. I wouldn't want you to think I'd just leave it at that.
Oh my god, Kobe.
First time doing what? Huh?
It's gonna make him blush. Both me and Seth blushed profusely as Kobe began to laugh.
You two are way too easy to embarrass. I think I'm liking the idea of Seth and you.
Nice. He's like, please get out of here. Kobe, how about you go make some coffee for all of us? Seth and I need to talk.
Alright, I know what I'm... You were right about him. He is quite the character. Yeah?
Yeah. He's my brother. We've always been there for each other. Just get a little nosy about my personal life sometimes, however.
Good to have someone who cares about you.
You still haven't told me what kept you locked up by yourself for so long. It wasn't something bad, was it?
I feel like it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Like, let me hinder a guess. What could this writer possibly have been doing?
That's a good point. What could he have been doing?
Bad? Not in the least.
Without another word, he turned away and began digging through his book bag. A moment later, he handed me a pile of papers, all neatly collated and held together with a binder clip. My arms almost sagged at the weight.
There it is. All thanks to you and your brilliant inspirational techniques.
Nice.
Nice.
We got it, boys.
Fellas.
What is all this? I'm still not getting it.
What do you... What?
Yeah.
How? It's the story we talked about. I sat down and wrote it, beginning to end.
Wow. Yeah, that explains it.
Yeah.
Like we
Good,
needed an
hammering down.
explanation, though. It's true, it had been a while, but this was nearly a ream of paper I was holding. The amount of work and time he was suggesting would be mind-boggling. Nevertheless, there it was, a title page and thousands of words that followed.
That's a lot of words.
How did you do? Wow, you must have been really inspired. I think the first one is probably a better option.
Probably, yeah.
When you suggested I gave you an idea to write, I didn't expect it would completely consume you.
I know. I've never been this driven before. Maybe it was your encouragement, or your practicality. I just know that when I got home, I focused like I've never been before.
Well, that's nice. Honestly, I didn't know what to make of any of this. I had mostly thought it was just some playful game like his interview. The pile of papers in my hand suggested otherwise. He still doesn't get it.
It's like, are you sure you were writing? I want you to read it. Not this very second, of course, but go through the whole thing.
Nice, nice.
That's a lot of book. And don't worry, no more radio silence from me. Kelby insisted on watching me program your number into my phone. I won't be losing that anytime.
Nice.
Excellent.
He literally has to watch him over his shoulder.
Intensely.
One wrong number. Phew, that's quite a bit of work. Why not now?
Probably yellow, I'd assume.
Why not now?
I think that's the one. I think that's the one I want.
I think that's what I'd say. It's not like I have a pressing need to keep watching daytime TV. Do you have any other items on your schedule for today? Really?
Really?
Oh, frick.
Oh. Really? I mean, no. There's nothing important I need to do. I really didn't expect this, though. I thought I was the only crazy one in this relationship.
Crazy. I haven't seen crazy.
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 Far from it, my feline friend. Now let's head into the kitchen and get you some real food while we go over this. Okay, so that was the right choice. I was happy to catch up with Seth, even with Kobe listening in intently. We had some pancakes, light conversation, and once Kobe had gotten a few pages of Seth's work away from the pile, he insisted we sit down and read the whole thing. It was astounding. The indecisive tone was gone, and there was a confidence to it that I hadn't seen in the snippets he'd shared with me. I began to feel awkward for having such a profound effect in so little of time. He's finding his confidence, boys. Let's go. This is good. This is a pretty wholesome route so far, I'm not gonna lie. I can see it. Eventually, once the dishes were cleared, we got to chatting about more than just writing. Huh. Your mic all good on that side?
Oh, what's going on? I'm back.
Oh, I was wondering for a second because it was radio.
Yeah, my internet occasionally goes down for
Ah, I see. Okay, so it's Seth now.
Did we miss anything important?
Not really. He was just talking about how he found his self-confidence and stuff, and like how he was amazed by his writings.
No, okay. Okay. Is it wise to invite me into your bedroom so soon?
Oh my gosh, is this the end of the...
Nah, there's a little bit more to this.
A little bit more. So
Yeah,
we're getting
I mean,
close.
you're rearing towards the end now.
Nice, nice. Did you have some ulterior motives I was unaware of?
Well, no. I mean, none that I would act on, I mean.
Oh.
What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say,
I get the
Seth?
feeling, yeah, there's something else you want to tell me.
It isn't all about the writing. Don't get me wrong. It's been an amazing inspiration, but I want to know if there was something more.
That's a valid questioning. Something more?
Like, I mean, I'm attracted to you. You're attractive. There, I said it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got
We got him!
lift off.
Yeah. Wow, it feels so good to get that off my chest.
It's not too bad to hear it either, I admit. I'm just baffled. Did you think I was only after you for your writing skills and inquisitive nature?
I suppose not. On some deeper level. I've just gotten my signals crossed before, and... It's not important. It's more important that we're on the same page, and that I give you a proper date next time.
Oh, so there's one more date.
Yeah, there's one more.
Nice. I look forward to it. That sounds probably better than next time. Question mark.
Yeah, probably. I can't remember which one I chose.
Oh.
Oh!
Maybe this is the wrong...
Is it the wrong one? Did we goof up?
Oh, frick, please don't.
Oh, frick.
Not that I don't enjoy our conversations, but it's nice to be wined and dined as well. Something romantic and intimate would be
Frick, frick, frick!
It's a date.
Okay, we're good. Okay, we're good.
Okay. I was about to say, is that
okay,
too...
I think
that
we're
came
good.
off so much more aggressive than I thought it would.
It did.
It's like in Fallout when you're like, oh, I'm gonna choose this voice option. And it's like, I will kill your entire family and burn them in fire.
it's like sarcastic. It's like anytime you talk to like Valentine, it's
Yeah.
like all the sarcastic options are like incredibly racist.
You're not wrong.
It's so strange.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a date, or it will be. I'll just need some time to plan. I'm not particularly well versed at this sort.
Cool, cool.
Who?
Fair enough, but don't leave me hanging like that again. I can only take so much before I'd have to hunt you down and force you to buy me some chocolates. Buy me chocolates.
Wild at gunpoint. You say that like it's a bad thing.
He's doing the facial animation again.
He's doing it. The lower lip bite.
Yep. Still, we don't need to wait to have a good time. Unemployment is still looming large over me and
Oh,
you. Yep, pretty nice. And you seem pretty free today. Is there something you would like to do? Unemployment. Nothing better than that. Just kidding.
This is pretty nice, no?
Well, that's valid. He looked so adorable when his cheeks were flushed. I leaned over to ruffle his...
Wait, this is like 5th, right? 5th cheek mention?
5th, I think, yeah.
5th or 6th. Okay.
There are
Let's
a
just
lot of
say
cheek
fine.
mentions. So you just want to stay cooped up in someone else's bedroom? Let's see where this goes.
Not just someone's. Yours specifically.
Oh, I see.
That's a good way to spend that.
That was pretty good, actually. I'll give that to Seth.
That's smooth.
I'm flattered. More ulterior motives.
All of, like, the blue options just sound, like, objectively bad. I'm flattered. And just,
Mine
like...
specifically. Maybe that one, yeah. That might be nice to hear as explanation. I think
Yeah.
that could be okay. Then again, it might come off
But I
way
don't know
stronger.
what it seems like the blue option always seems to be the one that's like, yeah, let's call this thing off.
Why mine specifically? Really? Why mine specifically?
Mostly because you are here. Also because it's not my place. It's a welcome change of scenery.
Okay, so that worked out okay.
That did.
You know, I've never gotten to see your place. I imagine it's quite nice.
It's serviceable, but Spartan. I'm afraid I'm not terribly good at the domestic side of things.
Is that the final date?
It is.
Oh, we're getting there,
Oh,
fellas.
There's like something between this, but
No time to
That
decorate,
is
or what
pretty
do you
much
mean
it.
domestic side of things?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I can't remember which one I did.
Let's save again, just in case.
Yeah.
Let's do that one. Domestic side of things, what does that mean?
Well, I never really learned how to cook, for one thing. I've also never been much of a shopper. I tend to just get what I need at that moment. My foresight may be a little lacking.
Valid. Never learned never learned to cook, not even ramen or oatmeal. I think you don't have to learn how to cook to make that.
You kind of just go through instructions.
Yeah,
On like the
pretty much.
package. I don't actually think I've ever made oatmeal. The microwave is about the extent of my cooking skills, and even then I run the risk of setting myself. I don't see the point, I suppose, in getting tied down to where you live. Life can change abruptly.
Yeah.
Yeah, real existential there at the end.
You moved often, didn't you? Sometimes I thought that way. Makes sense.
Makes sense. Blue is the blunt option, it seems.
Okay, so first one or second one? I think the second one's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Save every single time.
Yeah, I think I did that one. Oh.
Okay, let's go. I can understand a little when I was younger. Looking at the pictures of my parents, seeing the pictures of Kobe when he's younger. It used to make me feel disconnected. Step family and all, you know?
I can see that being difficult. Me and my family dry. My father liked to work, and my mother liked to be a mother. It worked out well for them, but when I decided to get my degree in English, there were discussions.
Uh-oh.
Ah, dang.
As the two of us got to chatting, it made me realize just how little we really knew about each other. Seth was happy to share, and he brought out some things of my own that I hadn't thought about in a long time.
I know it sounds cliche, but being the only child and having expectations piled on you can be hard in its own way. Some part of me thinks that I'll never be anything but a disappointing footnote for my parents.
Oof.
Ah, dang.
God.
Ah,
This got
dang.
real. This got real.
Self-burn.
Oof. Okay, let's go on from there.
Oof.
Well, that's not a healthy line of thought. Parents can be more forgiving than you think. Mine trusts me to keep Kobe in line, but he also keeps me from staying sad for too long. They knew we were a good fit when we all started living together. Maybe you just haven't given yours enough time to come to terms with your choices.
Maybe so. I suppose if I'm not great at reading people, I may not have been good at reading them. Goodness knows, once college started, I all but vanished from their lives.
If I may, you do seem to get lost in your own head. You can't have experienced everything yet, so you can't expect to know everything either. Wow, that's actually...
Dang. Well, before we go too deep into a depressive pit, I think we should change the subject. Yeah, that's fair.
That is pretty fair, yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Did you give any more thought to getting your stuff published?
I thought you might have forgotten about that suggestion. No, I haven't really been looking into places to publish.
Well, why not? This in particular is some of your best work. You need to at least put yourself out there and give it a try.
I wouldn't even know where to begin. This is the first substantial piece I've ever written since I graduated. I don't even know if it's any good.
Oof.
Ah, dang.
Aren't there books about this? What about self-publishing? Huh. I think I'm gonna go for self-publishing.
Okay, while you say that. Just gotta save just to make sure.
Aren't there books? Because I don't know what he means by that first one.
Yeah, it's kind of vague.
If you're concerned about getting picked up, why not just self-publish? I hear it's super easy now.
It is, but it's also flooded with everyone else who wants to be a writer. I'd be fighting against hundreds, if not thousands, of other people without so much to make me stand out. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Believe me, your writing stands out. Kobe's the least bookish person I know, and he couldn't put it down.
Ah, sick. Thanks, but even if it is good, it'll be buried in the sea of other books. It'd help if someone with some visibility could boost it or plug it.
Hey, that one
Which brings me back to square one. Yeah, I wonder if we're gonna talk to him.
Is that gonna be another?
I wonder. I mean, yeah, that's kind of the next step.
Okay. I couldn't bear to see him giving up so soon after accomplishing so much. We talked for a while longer, glancing at the manuscript and back at each other until I remembered. Yep, that's where it's.
Because it was like the part earlier where I'm
like,
gonna be doing another thing later this month.
And then he
Yeah,
was
there
like,
you go. Yeah.
Then he was like, "Hey, bring your friend down."
Mm-hmm.
What about the author we saw? Nick. We could talk to him. He was mentioning that he had another reading sometime soon.
You've got to be kidding! I mean, he probably gets swarmed with fans wanting him to proof their stories. Why would he give me the time of day?
Is this a choice thing? Because it's a start. Just like with writing, you've got to take a chance and put words down on a blank page. Worst he'll do is say no, and I'll buy another copy of his book so he doesn't eject us. That's true.
Fair, yeah. Us? You're coming with me?
Of course.
Of course. Yeah.
Of course. I got you inspired enough to write all that. The least I can do is be there to try to help you make something of it. Oh, I'm reading this part.
Yeah.
His eyes went wide.
I was a little confused.
His eyes went wide for a moment. His lip trembled cutely as he stared at me. In a moment, he was on top of me, hugging me tightly and burying his face in my neck. It took a moment, and a rather awkward rush of blood through my body before he slipped off me, seeming to realize that he practically tackled one onto my bed.
Foreshadowing. Then let's do this. Come hell or high water, I'm gonna see my name in print.
That, my friend, is the way to think. I smiled broadly. He seemed most in himself when he was excited, and I was growing to enjoy that about him more and more. This is actually a very wholesome run, I'm not gonna lie.
It is.
So far. We have censors though, so we don't have to worry about that, hopefully. We checked the library schedule and found out when the next reading was. If we left the house immediately, we could just make it. We said our goodbyes to Kobe, leaving him with a cup of coffee and a confused look before jumping in the car. We were both nervous. Seth spent the trip looking out the window, and then back at the pile of papers in his lap. I caught myself glancing over at him now and again, hoping that I wasn't setting him up for failure. That would be very depressing.
That would be really bad.
We made it to the library just at the tail end of the reading. Again, there was a table out front for signings, and after enough people had filtered out and away from the lobby, we walked up.
Hi, thanks for Hey! You made it. Glad to see I was convincing enough to let you return. Or get you to return. Whatever.
Seth stood there, quivering, blushing, and completely unable to speak. Once the author's face shifted to a concerned look, I knew I had to do something.
See, that's a concerned look right there.
Yes. Nudge Seth. Which path?
Take charge of the situation.
I think I'm gonna do that too, but still, let's save. I don't mean to bother you. I don't mean to be a bother, because it'd be kind of messed up to just drop it on him and be like, hey, it's you now.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be a bother, it's just that it was nice to chat with you for a bit at the last one, and my friend Seth here wanted some professional advice. The author looked a little skeptical as I waited for Seth to step up closer.
Look. You can really see the skepticism in his eyes. Yes, I mean... Can't speak. Clutching a sheaf of paper in your hands and catching me at the end of the meeting. Let me guess. You want me to look over something?
He's a mastermind. Please don't be mean. Don't be mean.
Don't do it. Yes?
The author sighed to himself a moment before looking back up to Seth.
Okay, before I continue this. Okay, if you look at the, Nick, look at, his ear. Why is it just, a weird square above it?
I did just notice that. Oh my god.
It's very
It's
strange.
extending.
What does it mean?
It's from his left ear. It kind of looks like a hair. Like 8-bit hair. Okay.
I get 100 enthusiastic writers trying to buying copies of my books or giving me gifts to get me to read their works. There's a reason publishers have slush piles, you know?
Don't be mean. I will hurt you.
Don't do it, Nick. I'll end your life.
And I will end your life.
Choose your words carefully.
Convince Seth to speak up for himself or speak up for Seth.
I think the best option is taking charge of the situation.
That's true. If all else fails, save.
Yeah.
Just save in the same spot over and over again. That's what I always do, because I'm like, I don't want to use all of those little saves at the bottom. Okay.
Yeah.
Speak up for Seth. He is not looking for a sure thing. He's already had me and another person read it. And he wanted some professional insight, that's all. Just fill through a couple of pages and tell him what you think. I stood firm, watching as the author's gaze darted between the two of us. That's how you do it.
You know, every Tom, Dick, and Harry thinks they can. Don't get me wrong, I've seen a few diamonds in the rough, but it's not my job. That's what the publishers are for.
Seth looked crestfallen, his eyes lowering to the floor as I watched the pages sag in his hands. Undeterred, I grabbed the first few. Maybe not. But it's my job to see that you look this over. He poured his heart into this, and I know that. Please, a few minutes of your time. Don't make me start reading it and follow you until I'm done.
That'd be a funny outcome.
Yeah, I get a restraining order.
I mean, frankly, you probably would.
He took a moment, glancing between me and Seth before letting out a sigh and turning to face Seth.
Alright, first 3 pages. My agent would kill me if she knew what I was doing here, but you've already got one devoted fan, and that's a start.
Yeah, here we go.
Of course.
Seth's eyes went wide as the author took the pages offered and began to browse. I patted him gently on the shoulder and went to sit down, letting my body calm down from the high. As I glanced back over, the two of them were having a spirited conversation. The author seemed particularly animated and was smiling. A wave of relief rolled over me. Well, at least that's a pretty good outcome.
Alright, I'll give you a call soon.
That's good outcome, boys.
Yeah.
I had zoned out for most of the conversation, but perked back up when Seth came over, nearly vibrating with joy.
He liked it. He actually liked it. He said it was rough, which I expected for being a first draft, but he was going to take the first chapter to his agent.
Well, that's actually pretty good.
That is like a really good outcome.
Yeah, for a first book.
Yeah.
See, it's worth it to take a risk every now and again.
You're more than just a muse. You're like my guardian angel.
Guardian angel. Flattery would get you everywhere. Ah, no I'm not. Which one? No I'm not.
I don't know, it's your choice. This is more subjective stuff now.
No I'm not. The first one sounds kind of conceited. Maybe that's just me. Oh, come on. Once I saw someone I like getting so close to their dream, I had to do something. I like to think you would have done the same. He smiled broadly and leaned up to kiss me on the cheek.
Nice. Keep forgetting her name is Garfunkel. You're far too modest, Garfunkel. Literally none of this world would have been possible without you. Which is why we must go celebrate. Lost the voice there for a second.
Yeah. I know just the place.
It's hard keeping a voice for this long.
Yeah. It was still too early to go to the club, so we decided to swing back to my place. Seth was animated, like I'd never seen him before. He has more movement now. I'm just kidding. His head was
He has 13 more frames!
Yes! His head was flooded, I guess that's a typo, with possibilities, hopes, and dreams about what this could mean. I was glad to see him happy, and did enjoy some basking in his adulation. But I also remembered what Nick had said about the hours, the travel, selling himself at stores. What if his dream meant the end of this with us? Ooh, that's actually really sad. Seth's enthusiasm didn't stop even after we walked through the door. The instant he saw Kobe, he scooped him up in a hug. I think it was the first time I ever saw my little bro turn that purple.
Yeah, because he's already blue.
Yeah, Seth's my boy.
My goodness, I don't think I've ever felt this.
My boy. I'm glad to hear it. We can hang out here for a while, and then all three of us can hit the club. We can have a couple drinks, dance a little.
Maybe pick up a guy. Wait, why am I doing such a British accent? It's like, maybe pick up a guy. There you go. I got it. There's too many voices.
That's all you, bro.
That sounds fantastic. Look at me. I've never danced before in my life. Giddy at the thought of making an ass of myself.
Me at the middle school banquet.
Yeah, big mood.
I remember that. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, I like threw a glass of water at somebody.
Bruno Mars was on the freaking like Fritz. I remember that.
Nice.
And they had like really good music that time, actually. Okay, back at it. Haha, that's the spirit, Seth.
Maybe I should sit down for a moment. My head is still reeling from...
We've got plenty of time. Why don't you go lie down for a bit? I've got a few things to do around the house. I'll check in a few minutes.
Thank you again, Garfunkel. You are the most gracious host.
Is this heading towards the end?
There's a little bit more.
Okay.
The end scene doesn't happen here.
Okay. Oh, wait.
He's a cutie, Garfunkel, and a good hugger.
The two valuable assets.
Yep.
Hey now, hands off. I saw him first. I also may have helped launch his dream career.
He's all yours. Pretty clear he's really in to you. The internet had an issue and it just last part of it. I was really confused.
Yeah, that's valid.
Just said really in and I was like, okay.
Really in. I chuckled as I slid out of my coat. There were still a few things to do if we were going out tonight. I wonder if I should get to them or check up on Seth. Finish chores first or check in on Seth?
Probably.
Check in on Seth.
I assume.
Clearly, Seth had
I
overestimated
think he's
his
like
stamina.
sleeping. Yeah,
He
he's
was
sleeping.
out cold and snoring softly. Let him sleep, yeah.
Let him sleep. He deserves it.
Multiple days in a row of riding, seemingly with little sleep, had clearly been tough on him. I knew he wanted to celebrate, but maybe what he really needs is rest. Oh, now it's night.
Yeah.
Must have dozed off for a second myself, because when my eyes flickered open, Seth was stretching and yawning as he got back up to his feet.
Oof. What happened?
You fell asleep about 5 hours ago, in Kobe's bed no less. Which makes you one of the few people to just sleep in it besides him.
I guess I was more exhausted than I thought. Sorry it wasn't more fun tonight.
That's valid. It's alright, we had an exciting day. That and I much prefer sleeping in the same room as you to not hearing from you.
Garfunkel?
As I sat on the edge of my bed, Seth patted softly over to me. Draping his arms around me, he slid smoothly into my lap and pressed his lips firmly but gently against my own. Oh my gosh, is this the end?
No, there's more.
Is there?
There is.
Oh.
Just a little bit, though.
We held each other in that moment.
I think.
Okay. Cloaked in darkness and on such a silent night. Just keeping close and safe in each other's arms. When the kiss finally broke, reluctantly on both of our ends, Seth smiled down at me and rested his head on my shoulder for a moment, before slowly sliding back out of my lap.
That's my way of saying... Sing! That's my way of saying... Thank you. Thank you for hearing me, pushing me, and most of all for being willing to put up with my vanishing. Not many other people would be willing to take someone back after that.
Just a second, I got something.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not most people, Seth, and if that kiss was any indication, you are certainly worth waiting for. Okay.
You were such a flatterer. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm up for much more tonight. That full body, giddy high I was on faded. Body is threatening to rebel against my currently vertical position.
Let me take you home. Would you like some coffee? Ooh, does it depend where we go out for like the final date? So is it like either he goes home or he gets some coffee?
I don't remember which one I
Because
did.
we did talk about the home thing. So if we're keeping continuity, let's do this. Let me drive you home then. I won't want you to pass out on the way and get in an... That's a good point, actually. Get in an accident. Safety. Everything good on your side?
My internet went down for a moment, and am I here? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
Okay.
It was really it made like the Discord disconnect sound. It was strange.
Okay. Can you still
Okay.
see screen share?
Yeah. We're all good.
Cool. Nice.
It's alright. It's not that far and the traffic will be light. Besides, my place is an absolute pigsty right now, and I couldn't bear you to have to see that. I have a lukewarm coffee in the car.
Nothing better than lukewarm coffee.
Yeah.
And lukewarm water. That's cursed, actually. Oh my
yeah.
god. Only if you are absolutely sure.
I am. Fair warning, though. Keep your schedule clear. I intend to make up for all these half-hearted dates with something spectacular.
Oh. Okay. It's like the Great Gatsby party. Gatsby.
Oh no, don't get in the car! Like 5 people will die!
I look forward to it. I can't remember Gay Gatsby. I remember that.
That's what this story should be called.
Oh my god. Our sense of humor has undeveloped so much. I can't wait to see what you might have planned. Just make sure to pull out all the stops. Or don't pull out any.
I assure you, not a single stop will remain unpulled in my entire apartment.
The stop signs everywhere.
Yeah.
He gathered his things together and after another peck on the cheek goodbye, made his way out the door. We're getting there, boys. Doubts still lingered about Seth's book. It brought us together for the moment, but I couldn't help but worry it might also break us apart. Oh, this is getting kind of sad.
Yeah.
Then again, that's what dating was all about, it seems. Being willing to put yourself out there and take a chance. Then you can make a connection. It's not like I was seeing him for free lunches and attention. This was clearly important to him. Someone likes you achievement. Wonder if anything happens when I click there on it. No, it's the same thing.
Wait, why are you getting like a call?
I'm not sure. Pretty open relationship. Okay. I like clicking on you. I think it's for me to call Seth again. Let's call the DJ.
So. Hey, can I suggest some music? I think it always works as kind of like a way to change.
The number you're trying to reach is currently unavailable. I guess the DJ only has his phone during club hours.
Dang it. I thought wrong.
This music
Call
is very
Seth, I
nice.
suppose.
Delete contact. No, just kidding.
Call Seth. Call Seth.
Let's go. Our next few meetings...
it kind of just skips through the...
Yeah. Skips through what?
It just kind of like skips through the night, I think.
Yeah. Our next few
Until,
meetings
like,
were sadly
progresses the
short.
story.
Yeah. And very business oriented. Seth wouldn't let me come over until he had, in his words, cleansed the apartment from ceiling to floor at least twice.
Get rid of the sin!
Purity. It's like that episode of It's Always Sunny where Danny DeVito covers himself in sanitizer and he's completely got no hair at all.
Yeah.
I just want to be pure. And then he's crawling on the floor and he's like... It's a really weird thing to describe.
It is.
Because they see a trail of sanitizer on the floor and then they follow it and it's like Danny DeVito. Almost completely naked except for a pair of underwear and he's just crawling on the floor covered in like Vaseline and sanitizer and then he's like looks up at the camera and he's like, I just want to be pure.
Some say he's still doing that to this day.
He says he's gonna keep on acting until the day he dies. Like literally, that's what he said.
Huh.
He's gonna die on the set of It's Always Sunny and then it's gonna be really sad. I shouldn't say that. That's actually kind of terrible. Although that's honestly probably how Danny DeVito might like for it to go. Valid, I guess. Despite my insistence that not everything needed to be perfect, there was no swaying him. That said, he kept to his promise and called me often. When we weren't at coffee talking about his work on the story, he was de-drafting. Finally, the day arrived. Seth greeted me at the coffee shop with a smile that just wouldn't quit. Is this almost it? We getting there?
Yep, this is pretty much the end now.
Oh my god. Here we go, fellas.
Alright, I believe my domicile is once again right enough with the world to accept guests. I know you've been patient with that, Garfunkel. Thank you. I wanted everything to be absolutely perfect.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Seth, you didn't have to go overboard with this. I'm not going to judge you on the cleanliness of your apartment. You really live like this? I mean, you've been to my house, need I say more? Like that meme with Max and that... Oh, frick, what was that one chick from a Goofy movie?
I don't remember.
I forgot. And then it's like, dang, you really live like this?
Can't I just go a little overboard? I mean, you've been helping me with my writing. I've been more prolific recently than I've been in years.
I like to think that I had something to do with that. Still, I'm more than happy to come over. Should I bring anything? A whole bunch of wine.
Oh, yeah. I'll leave that completely up to you. I should have everything covered, but I'm certainly not adverse to your personal touch.
Oh.
Foreshadowing.
That's actual foreshadowing. Alright.
Yeah.
I'll give it some thought. Where are we going over another story today? Your back doesn't seem to be bulging with notebooks as per usual.
No, not today. I've been a little too busy doing some other last-minute things before tonight. I wanted to make sure that everything was just right, and well, I forgot to write anything recently.
Or aw.
I like aw. That's a good option.
Yeah. Aw. I was hoping to see what you had to come up with next. I particularly liked the last bit of short fiction you did. Few did seem kind of passive-aggressive.
Thanks. I was trying something new with the narration approach, and I'm glad to hear you liked it. But I've also been talking your ear off about writing lately. How are things with you?
Oh, well... Great, I'm gonna say great.
Yeah, fine.
I've been hearing back from a few places about a job. Trying to stay active and positive. Aside from that, not much else. My day-to-day is fairly mundane.
Better a comfortable humdrum life than to give to the ancient Chinese curse, as it were.
What does he mean by that?
I don't know.
Sorry.
Maybe he'll elaborate.
Maybe there's a saying.
Or maybe he just won't.
I'll get by. Kobe's been asking
Apparently he won't.
if you're going to stop by again. He seems to like you quite a bit. Kobe, you don't steal my man.
Kobe, get back off, Kobe. I like him too, even when he gets a little flirty. I can see why he's a big part of your life. Foreshadowing.
Yeah. I was looking around to see if I had a gun prop to use for that noise. It's like in the background you suddenly hear. There has been one thing you haven't talked about. Did Nick's agent ever get back in touch with you?
Not yet. These things do take time, and I know there's no way to rush it. It's just that waiting is agony.
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah.
I'll do my best to distract you from that as much as possible tonight, then. Ooh. Should I come in my suit and tie? I imagine he's wearing like full out punk gear this entire time, like jean vest.
I hope so.
Jean
Yeah.
vest and all that, and then suddenly he's like, "Oh, I'm here in the nicest looking suit and tie ever."
You're still wearing like your punk boots though. You didn't have any like dress shoes.
The dress shirt is also sleeveless.
Yeah.
They have these things
fitting.
called oppo suits, and they have short sleeve, short dress pants, and shirts, and it's great. And they look like they came from The Mask.
Incredible.
It was like that type of pattern.
Huh.
And they have a static pattern, a green, like kind of Mardi Gras pattern, green, yellow, purple. It's great. Okay, I imagine he just comes in wearing that. Black tie is completely optional.
No, don't steal my line!
Oh, frick. God, I did it again.
Rip. Black tie is completely optional, though imagining you in formal wear is a very pleasing image.
Oh,
Like a man in uniform.
flatterer.
Oh!
You should see me out of one. Oh, these are both so good.
They are both good.
Oh my god, this is actually really hard.
I don't know, it's up to you.
Save.
Yeah, I probably saved here.
Flatter. Flattery will get you almost everywhere with me. More flattery will get you the rest of the way.
I think I went with the other options when I played.
Yeah. I'm a writer. I can flatter you in 5
No,
different
don't
ways.
steal my line!
Ah, frick.
We're almost there.
You're right, you're right.
I'm a writer. I can flatter you in 5 different ways and with excessive alliteration.
Nice. Now that.
I was hoping there was gonna be alliteration in that sentence.
I do kind of want to see what he says if we go for the other route.
Go for it.
Let's
we
just
have
do
a
it.
save for a
I can
reason.
always.
Yeah.
Please be the right save. Okay.
Yeah!
If you think I look good in fancy clothes, you should see me out of them. My eyebrow waggle must have been too much for him as he snickered into his paw.
Does that line usually work on people?
The law of averages suggests that it will eventually. I just have to keep trying. That's actually a really good line.
That's really good.
Okay, I'm glad we chose that one instead, actually, because that's a really good
Yeah,
chain of lines.
I'm glad.
I must say, you are certainly overselling the date here. I feel as though I'm going to be completely underprepared for what you have in store.
I wouldn't say completely, but I do hope to inspire some awe.
Is there anything I should bring? Anything I should do to prepare myself for this experience?
Being that this is the first real date we've had, at least in my humble opinion, I've got to great lengths to make it self-sufficient. All I require is your attendance at 6-ish at my place.
6-ish.
Ish.
Ish. Which, may I point out, you still haven't told me the address or location of.
Oh, right. I suppose I got a little ahead of myself there.
Very nice. Okay. We're getting there, fellas.
Oh, is there?
He fished through his bag for a moment and produced a slip of paper, quickly scribbling down his information, which I then placed in the dryer on accident and completely lost it.
And ruin the game. Game over. Now, don't follow in my footsteps. Take it. Don't follow and throw us in the wash. If you're late, I'll call the check-ins, so keep your phone on. You made the joke before it could.
Yes, I called it. Yes, sir. If we don't have any writing to critique then, did you want to go grab some lunch or something?
Ah! No dating until tonight. I don't want to spoil it.
That's valid. It's just lunch. We can chat about non-romantic things like the weather or the current state of sports ball. Sports ball.
That's my favorite sport.
Besides, you can't have too much dating and then not want it anymore. At least, I'd hope you can.
I know I'm being a little silly, but you've done so much for me, intentionally or not. I want our first serious date to be perfect.
Okay, valid.
Yeah, well.
Alright. Just don't get your expectations too high. We're both just people, after all. He smiled at me, taking my hand in his for a moment. It was nice, just to be together in one place without obligations. That was what worried me most about tonight. What he might be expecting. I never considered how dangerous it might be dating a guy who likely got most of his ideas from reading romance novels. Oh my.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair.
I promise. It's all well in hand and comfortable, and a comfortable level of hope.
He glanced up at the clock over the counter, and his smile shifted suddenly to a look of concern.
Is that the time? Sorry, Garfunkel, I need to run. Just a few last things I needed to finish before our date. Now you've got the time and address?
I nodded, patting the pocket where I had stowed both. It was no longer there.
It had fallen off. As I was no longer wearing pants.
That advanced very quickly.
I was swiftly evacuated from the area for not wearing pants.
I was banned from my local Starbucks, following in the path of my Applebee's arson.
Good. Now I expect you to be there promptly. I've got plans that are very time specific.
The music cut out for a second. I was afraid like the audio just flat out cut it out.
That'd be bad.
I'll be at your door at 6 on the dot. Probably with bells on.
Hopefully.
Wait, is it because he's a cat? Is that a cat joke?
Who knows, man.
Yeah.
Stick with the fancy clothes. Unless you're only wearing the bells.
Oh. He got a bit of a blush out of me, both from his comment and the soft peck on the on the cheek he gave me before he stood up and placed
6!
10 on the table. 6, you're right.
Coffee's on me today. I'll see you tonight.
That's nice. I sipped slowly at my coffee, nursing it, and the growing knot I felt in my belly. My relationship with Seth so far had been one strange encounter after another. I can only imagine what he had planned for tonight. Fade to black. Still, I wasn't about to pass up the chance to find out. Not when it meant finding out more about this adorably eccentric feline. Of course, without our critique session, most of my afternoon was empty. Kobe was out with some friends, and I had the house to myself. I could only put around for so long before I found myself staring at the closet and wondering what I should wear. Something comfortable. We did say something fancy. I think I'm gonna go with that.
We did say something fancy.
It had started as a joke, but once I spotted my suit hanging in the far corner of the closet, I began to reconsider. After all, if Seth was going all out, why shouldn't I? While it wasn't a perfect fit, I changed a bit since I last wore it. It still looked quite nice on me. The smooth, tailored lines really flattered my form. After I'd gotten myself cleaned up, dressed, and looking my best, my thoughts drifted back to the date. Seth said I didn't have to bring anything, but maybe I should anyway. Bring wine, bring flowers, skip it. I think flowers are pretty nice.
I think I did flowers.
That's a good
Because
choice.
earlier in the game, you see him drinking, and he, seems very displeased with it.
Displeased with flowers?
Or no,
Oh,
displeased
wine.
with, alcohol in general.
Yeah, that's true. Bring flowers. Wow, that's very
When you
inquisitive. What date wouldn't be improved with a nice bouquet of flowers, something to brighten up his home and show him just how much I appreciate what he was doing. There was a little flower cart just off the street nearby. I could swing by on my way to his apartment. Once I'd gotten myself together and made my decision, I looked down at the clock. It was getting awfully close to 6, and I hadn't even left yet. I grabbed my keys, locked the house up, and got into my car, the Louse.
The Louse.
Hotline Miami. I'm getting called to a contract. Just kidding. Once I'd gotten myself together and made my decision, I looked down at the clock. It was getting awfully close to 6 and I hadn't left yet. I grabbed my keys, locked the house up, and got into my car. Stop for wine, stop for flowers, or head straight there. Ooh.
Stop for flowers.
I say stop for flowers. Let's save just in case.
Yeah.
The flower cart was just beginning to close up when I rounded the corner and pulled up. The selection was minimal, but the owner was more than happy to put together a custom bouquet for me. He gave me a grin and a wink as I thanked him. By the time I made it back to the car, I noticed I was going to be running a little late. Hopefully the gift would help to make up for my tardiness. I made my way through the lobby and up the well-appointed elevators. It appeared that Seth hadn't been kidding about being a trust fund kid. The apartment building itself was ritzier than my home. Once I had gotten to his door, after checking the note twice, I knocked.
Just a minute.
I heard some scrambling, a few muttered expletives, and finally the sounds of metal pants colliding with wooden cupboards. Metal pants?
I assume pans.
He's wearing like knight armor. Hello.
I'm going all out.
We are LARPing tonight. It's a LARP session.
Brings out like an ancient sword, like, our duel shall be legendary.
I was about to express my concern when Seth opened the door. I think this is the ending from what I saw.
It is the ending.
Nice.
I'm pleasantly surprised to see I was right. Vis-a-vis the suit. Very dapper and flattering. You should wear it more often. I seem to recall something about saying you should be prompt.
Uh-oh. It was for a good it was for a good cause, I promise.
We'll see how true that statement is. Well, what do you think of the place?
Once
nice,
inside, it was
actually.
clear. Yeah, this does look pretty nice, actually. Nice organization. He has a smart fridge.
Ah, nice.
He can play Skyrim.
Priorities.
He can play Doom. He can install Doom on his...
What can't play Doom?
Yeah, that's true. Once inside, it was clear that Seth wasn't kidding about his apartment. Despite the rather posh interior of the building, his own apartment was very sparsely furnished, aside from a few pictures and bric-a-brac. The living room held only a couch, coffee table, and TV on a stand. It's nice, simple, clean. Seth smiled at me before setting down a steaming pot on a small dining room table.
Devoid of any sense that a person actually lives here?
Everyone's got their own taste. Speaking of which, where did you learn how to cook? It smells delicious.
Thanks. I cannot take all the credit, however. Most of it goes to the cooking channel and the cookbook I snagged from the library.
That is a place to start. Like binging with Babish, I think his name is. Oh, I love that YouTube channel. He's great. And it's all like food from television shows and movies.
Oh, nice. Of course, I wasn't sure what you might like to eat, so I may have gone a little overboard in terms of available dishes.
Oh, now that is what I like to
That's like one of my favorite parts. It's like, you know what? I don't know what this guy likes. I'm gonna make like everything.
Every single dish. Spaghetti. That's alright. Alright? I'm gonna guess he means alright, right? That's alright. It's why they invented resealable containers and microwaves. I'm impressed though. You said you hadn't really ever cooked.
I really appreciate how in this story about the main character proofreading this guy's story, nobody
There's
seemed to
typos
proofread
everywhere.
this guy's story.
That's true. He chuckled and took my hand, leading me to the spread laid out on the table. Oh, it's a spread. Again, he wasn't kidding. There
Not
were
the
half
only
a-
thing spreading later.
Oh my god. Not the only thing you'll be spreading. I see. He wasn't kidding. There were half a dozen dishes crammed into the small space. Rolls were neatly nestled in a basket, and 3 different types of spread, from savory to sweet, laid out on the kitchen counter. That's a lot of food.
Nice.
You made all of this just for the 2 of us?
Turns out, being rather new to cooking, I was unaware of portion size. I mean, I thought it was quite a bit of food when I got the ingredients, but I guess I assumed it would condense, reduce, whatever it is that chefs do to food.
Like yeast or something? But that doesn't condense.
That does like the exact opposite of condensing.
Yes. What
Takes up more
food
space.
condenses? Frig. It's easier to think of ones that, like, expand.
Yeah. I don't know.
Huh, that is interesting.
Trying to think of any.
Yeah. Man, I could take leftovers and you'd still be set for a while.
Be sure to save room for dessert. I baked 3 dozen cookies.
Oh my god. That's 36 cookies.
I'm glad.
I'm on a diet, Sky. I'm living by my resolutions now. But I will take those cookies. But
how dare you? But also, I will enjoy them.
Yeah, basically. That's the one thing that makes, like, you're having a diet and then you go out to, like, a family dinner and then it's like, oh, eat this. Especially, like, with my grandma.
Yeah.
That stereotype lives up. She sends home leftovers and everything, and I'm like, I know I probably shouldn't be eating this much, but I would feel bad if I did not appreciate this meal.
Yeah.
It'd be like that.
It really do.
Okay. My eyes went wide as Seth smiled awkwardly at me. Not that I'm a classically trained chef myself, but I couldn't even finish the thought before I burst out laughing. Next time you should pay closer attention to the recipe. It'll probably save you some money on your grocery bills. Oh, I almost forgot. I stood up from the couch and went to the door where I had set down the bouquet. After scooping it up and giving up on a fruitless search through the kitchen for a vase, I filled a sturdy water glass and slid the flowers into it. I settled my makeshift vase. I don't know why I'm saying it like vase. I think it sounds fancy. Vase. Into a nook. Tom Nook.
Oh,
He's a new character. Between the rolls and the fresh baked bread, and smiled back at Seth. I thought, what kind of date doesn't have some flowers to make the occasion, or mark the occasion? He was silent for a long moment. Reaching out to run a petal through his fingers, a smile spread across his face as he turned back to face me.
I love them. I've never gotten flowers before. Part of the Spartian lifestyle. Never thought about how much they can brighten up the room.
He leaned over and kissed me gently on the cheek.
7.
7, yeah.
Wait, frankly, I've probably been missing those. Probably on like 8 or 9 at this point,
Yeah.
Who knows?
A lot, enough.
Yeah. That said, we should eat before too much of the food gets cold.
That's true.
Yeah, you don't want that
That
cold.
stinks.
Yeah.
The two of us dug in, filling up our plates and heading back to the coffee table to eat. It was exciting and relaxing, a host of emotions, all at the same time. It was easy to forget my anxieties and just lose myself in the moment. Seth was equally chatty, discussing his many attempts to inspire himself, the seemingly crazy lengths he'd gone to, in the hopes of broadening his horizons.
I'm embarrassed to say, but I actually drank half the bottle. The revolting taste still haunts me, even after 12 full cups of mouthwash and a handful of mints. I'm still unable to go anywhere near fresh seafood.
Drank half the bottle? Is he talking about soy sauce or alcohol?
You know, it might be soy sauce.
Because he's talking about fresh seafood, and that came out of nowhere for a second. And I'm like,
Yeah,
he might have thought soy sauce was something you drink.
I could see it.
Straight. Soon enough, dinner was set aside, along with enough leftovers to feed an army. He insisted I take some home, not only because he didn't have the space, but he wanted to thank Kobe again. We sat on the couch, relaxing and nibbling on a cookie every now and again. It was then that I noticed the large curtain across from us closed, but already a ruddy hue from the sunset. Seth smiled as he noticed my interest, getting up and pulling gently on the cord. The wispy curtains parted, and in a moment I saw the whole city spread out before me. Dang, that's a nice apartment then.
Yeah.
Windows glistened in golds and reds, and I could even see my own house, far in the distance, just above the horizon. Isn't that a emo band? No, just kidding. Seth stepped next to me, touching a paw gently to the glass.
It's really why I picked this college. The rent was absurd, and the building was, to me, gaudy and pretentious. But when I was in this empty room, I couldn't make it to the regular viewing, and convinced the realtor to give me one later that day. I was tired, grumpy from seeing my grades on my final. Once I looked out that window, I saw the harvest moon hanging there, almost transparent in the twilight. The clouds were a deep purple and a few flecks of red spread across them. That cinched the deal. I signed the lease that second. This view was something I'd been looking for, maybe a piece in a bigger puzzle. I found it though, and it's been a source of comfort even in the worst of it.
Very nice.
Very good.
Hearing how much it meant, what kind of an impact it had on him, all he could think of was how empty this place would be if he left, when he left. Don't say that. That's
Don't bring really down the moon!
My silence drew a curious look from him. Gently, he touched my shoulder and I snapped back to the moment.
What's wrong? You aren't enjoying the view?
I think we should be honest. Let's save.
Yeah.
What I think is
I
important.
can see that.
Because if we just say it's nothing. Have you thought about what will happen next? You could get a publishing contract. You could see your name in print, but think about how much you'd have to travel, how little you'd actually be around.
I know. I've been trying to forget about it. It's likely one of the reasons I wound up cooking for 2000s instead of 2. I'm scared, Garfunkel. I don't want to go through this again.
Oh.
Oh,
What do you
no.
mean, again? This isn't your first book? He shook his head and smiled.
I need to show you something. I'll be right back.
Okay. He stepped away, leaving me there in the fading sunlight, gazing out
Hold
over
up.
the sea of...
Trying to think of what this is.
Is it like a book, or are we getting
I don't know,
into...
it's been a while since I seen it, so...
Yeah. Over the sea of buildings, I wanted us to stay in that moment, stay right here until... Well, until there was nothing else. It was selfish, maybe. It was selfish, maybe even petty. But I wanted it more than anything else right then. He stepped out of the bedroom and back to my side, touching my shoulder. He drew my attention to what was in his paw. It was a sun-bleached, tattered notebook. One I had never seen before. He held it out to me.
Oh, I remember this. Okay. Go ahead, read it. It's embarrassing, but it's something I need to share.
Confused, I opened it. Mostly it was pages of rough doodles, a few snippets of bad poetry, and some notes on classes. The few dates I saw placed in it, probably in his high school years. However, one thing stood out. It was a short, clumsy, but innocent story of a young man who admired a fellow student. In awkwardly beautiful prose, it spoke of the distance, the ache and the loathing that he could not approach the person he desired. It ended on a silly, sappy note. The focus of his affections finding the notebook and falling equally in love. A short note followed. Through the name of its intended reader was scratched out in black ink. It read, "I can't say this with my voice, so I use my words. I love you." I closed the notebook and I looked up at Seth.
It was my first story. He was the first person to inspire me enough to write. Down the road, I may remember it, some fleeting high school crush, but the wound still aches sometimes.
You never showed it to him?
No, I did. What little confidence I had propelled my hand forward while we were in the library. He read it, page after page, in complete silence. When he's done and looked back into my expectant eyes, he said nothing.
Oh, that. Oh, ouch.
Yeah?
Literally nothing.
He simply laid the notebook on the table in front of me, got out of his chair, and left the room. I didn't see him the next day or the day after. When I finally asked someone, they told me his parents had moved, and he had gone with them. Some really bad timing.
Yeah. Wow, that's like the biggest left on read ever, like,
Yeah.
ever. Like, I've
Never
left some
seen
messages
again.
and been on read for a little bit, but then they'll come back after a few days and say, oh, I was busy thinking about this, or I was busy doing this, and I'm like, okay, that's valid. But never have I literally had someone, like, just run off. That sucks. Oof.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Seth.
For 2 years, I assumed it was me. That was the only reason he left. Part of me still thinks that, and all of me thought I would never recover. The folly of youth and the power of infatuation. Maybe you were more right than you thought. Maybe my experience would be better spent on romance novels.
Oh my gosh. That's really deep.
That's a... Wow.
This is a dating sim for furries. This is really deep.
This should be turned into a movie.
Oh my god. I wanted to
Probably
say something.
is a movie.
We're making it right now. I'm gonna have different voice actors each playthrough. A lot of my friends actually do venture in voice acting, so I might see.
Nice.
I wanted to say something, anything to turn the conversation away from this topic. I opened my mouth to speak, but halted when I saw Seth's lips were spread into a smile.
What I want to say, what I'm saying as awkwardly as I did in that notebook, is that I care about you. Intentionally or not, you drew me back out of the haze and of loss and regret.
Nice.
You were enough to draw a whole book out of me. You're the reason I'm here. That I even got here in the first place. And I'm not going to let you go. Not like I did the last time I had this chance.
We going there, boys. Strong connections. Wholesome connections.
It's almost here.
The unwholesome part?
The best part.
Oh my god.
Frankly, it is wholesome because it's like the payoff. It's like, it's not like Kobe.
Yeah, that's
Like
true,
this
that's
has
true.
justification.
Yeah. We'll see. You said it automatically censors, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're good. YouTube, here we come. He stepped forward and slid his paws into my hands, pressing himself close as he kissed my
9,
cheek
10.
softly. That's true.
Who knows anymore? So let's forget about it. For the moment, let's just enjoy this for a few more minutes before your practicality and my anxiety bring it back up.
Oof. It's not going away or alright?
Just say I
think,
frankly,
yeah, that's the best. Let's not push him too far on that. That's not fair.
he's saying to like let it go.
Yeah, that's true. Alright. For you, I can try. I can't swear I won't think about it, but I'll try to stay here.
That's all I need right now. It's been too perfect of an evening to let it go so soon. Besides, I seem to remember our celebrations requiring more than just dinner. I promised dancing, too.
Oh. We get in there, boys. Releasing my
Think
hand
we
for the
got
moment,
there.
his paw tapped a button just below the TV stand. A moment or two later, after a hiss and a whir, a soft, simple melody began to play over hidden speakers. He has hidden speakers in his walls.
Nice.
His paw slid back into my hand and squeezed softly as he drew close to me and began to sway in with slow, measured time.
It's not the same music as the club, but at least we can talk over this.
Well, that's considerate.
Yeah.
I squeezed his paws back softly, drawing him close as the two of us began to glide across the soft, carpeted floor. His eyes remained locked on mine, glimmering in the dimming sunlight as all but the dance faded from my mind. It didn't make it any easier, holding him close to me, feeling his silken fur against my skin. I didn't want to lose this either, but could I, in good conscience, be so selfish? Seth lowered his head, pressing another one,
Dad.
his cheek against my chest and purring softly, almost humming with the music. I couldn't help but smile in return. I wasn't quite sure when the music stopped. Our bodies still pressed close, but something stirred us enough from that embrace. I glanced at the clock and sighed softly.
Please, don't leave.
I don't want to. I hope you know that by now, but dinner's over. It's nearly dark.
Then, stay here for the night. Stay with me. You're beautiful, Garfunkel. Intoxicating. Amazing. 100 other words I know, but just fall short of my tongue.
Those are pretty good words.
Yeah.
It's not fair to use your writerly wills on me, you know?
You know what I say in this moment? In this perfect moment? I say fuck was fair. I say I want you, Garfunkel. Do you want me to?
Here we
Also,
go.
rip monetization.
Yeah.
Woo!
At this point, who cares? YouTube will literally demonetize anything. The words caught in my throat, my body tensing as he lifted his... And this next part will probably definitely get it demonetized then. Tensing as he lifted his lips upward and pressed them firmly against my own. His paws released my hands, wrapping around my waist and folding one over the other at the small of my back. It had been too long since I felt this, the aching need of another, the passionate embrace. My hands came to rest on his shoulders, cupping them and pulling his body even tighter against my own. A gasp escaped his lips, swallowed eagerly by my tongue before it could escape. Oh my god.
This is very specific.
Yes. We're gonna read it like on the audio romance books. So let's get into it. Let's get right into the news. Hi, Vsauce Michael here.
Oh god.
Vsauce Michael plays this. He voice acts one of the characters.
That'd be great.
It would. It was as if a dam had burst, my needs overwhelming my senses. It was no longer about loss, about the moments. It has 3 P's, but I'm gonna ignore that. Slipping away. It was about us, together, and exploring each other. You just noticed that. Look at that.
Oh my god. Also, I don't even think this can be labeled as like foreshadowing anymore, because it's kind of just happening.
Yeah, it's beginning. Oh my god.
It's good.
So how do we feel about this? Okay.
Oh, Garfunkel.
Oh my god. Here we go.
I don't know how to do it.
Fellas, this is gonna be not awkward at all.
I need you, Garfunkel. Show me you need me too, please.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh yeah!
Yeah.
Just
so do I just click?
You can find the video online.
I've heard of that, but we're gonna keep it censored for YouTube's sake. Okay, so it just does black screen.
I'll link it. I'll link it in the description.
You're gonna link it in the Discord?
No, I'll link it in the comment section of the video. Watch me.
I'll get banned.
Worth it.
Worth it, you're right. Everybody who's watching this, all 50 of my subscribers,
you watched it this far.
I'm totally not going to, also shout out if you watch this far. I'm totally not gonna take that link and come back to this later.
Maybe.
I dreamed vividly that night of Seth beneath me, of the warmth and softness of his fur. I saw him standing, smiling, his glasses perched on his muzzle, a notebook in hand. I saw him walk away from me, my hand outstretched, as with each step he grew dimmer, fuzzier, until I could no longer see him. I remember sobbing softly, and then a light. Oh, did it just skip over the whole thing of that?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah.
So in the Because I did watch one with Lex, and it still technically had censoring, but they did have like dialogue and stuff. Still,
okay.
That would have been very awkward to read, so I'm actually kind of glad.
Nah, that's the best part.
Yeah, you're right. We've lost all sense of shame.
Yeah.
I woke up in his bed, tuckered gently around me, and the sounds of a shower in the distance. The sunlight streamed in through the windows, making me blink and reflex until my eyes could adjust. The dream still lingered in my mind, my eyes watering. I got out of bed, making my way into the living room. Oh,
Good morning,
boys.
I admit it was an unorthodox way to keep you here for the night, but I have no regrets. I hope you don't either.
No regrets.
No regrets.
None or flirt? Ooh. That's
your choice now.
None. None at all. Beyond the obvious lack of toothbrush or my favorite body wash.
I hope we can rectify those issues soon.
Oh. I laughed for a moment, stopping only as I watched Seth's expression fall. His gaze lingered at something beyond my shoulder, and as I turned to look, I also drew quiet. The tiny white box atop his end table near the door gave off a steady red blink at regular intervals. It meant he had a message, and the both of us knew what that could portend. Oh.
Portend?
Portend? Yeah. Uh-oh.
I don't even know what word that was supposed to be.
Here we go.
Also, why is he even wearing a belt right now?
That's true. His belt should be just slightly loose. Like,
oh yeah.
Fellas, I'm not saying anything, but I'm saying something. Yeah. So you good on that side?
Wait, what? My internet cut out. I'm back,
Oh,
I think.
Okay,
we're
it's
good.
almost over.
Nice. I saw the caller ID this morning. It's from Donna, Nick's agent.
Uh-oh. Shouldn't you listen to it? I mean, you've come so far and... I choked on the sentence, swallowing the words that I didn't want to hear.
I don't know if I can. It can only mean change and upheaval. I don't know if I'm ready for that particular part of my life.
Oh man, are we about to just make a really hard choice up in here?
I can't remember. Yes, we are.
Oh my god.
Yeah. The most important save.
Urge him on or console him?
I don't know, man. Do what you think is right.
Well, I think it's important he gets his dreams, but I don't really see the difference. I feel like you could console him and still urge him on.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. We have a save. Life's always going to be scary and full of risk. I took one getting to know you, spending time with you, and making love to you last night. Still, we can't move on if we aren't able to take risks.
It's not like continuing to hide from it will change the outcome. It's not a Schrodinger's brand answering machine. Hey.
He stood over the machine for a long moment, staring down at the pulsing light. I stood walking behind him and placing my hand on his shoulder. He smiled back at me for a moment before his finger touched the button. You want to do this one, or?
I
can
run
do
out of
it.
voices.
Hi there, Seth. This is Donna from the Independence Literacy Agency. Nick passed on a section of your work to me, and I was calling to discuss it with you. Okay, that was like really Texan.
Yeah.
Okay. We both held our breath, my throat dry as I waited what seemed to be an eternity for the woman's voice to continue. It's surprisingly good, particularly for an early draft. Don't get me wrong, it needs an editor. I think that's something we can do for you. Please come by the office sometime today before 1. I'll let my receptionist know to expect you. If you can't make it, call me back and we'll reschedule.
We did it. We actually did it.
Yeah, fellas. Now let's hope there's no real sad ending. Let's hope there's no real sad ending.
Hopefully not.
No, you did it. You're the rider. Seth turned to face me, a smile still prominent on his face.
No, I mean we. You're in this too, remember?
Yeah. I chuckled to myself and glanced over at the clock. It was just a little past 11. Well then I guess this half of we should get in the shower. No good showing up to our new agency naked and disheveled. So is he like gonna move with him if it does happen?
I don't know.
Huh.
That's the spirit. I'm afraid your suit was a casualty of our recreation last night.
Oh my
There is
God.
time to run into the cleaners.
Oh my god. Remember, Discord said double nodding is good. Everyone in the chat, don't look that up.
No, look it up.
Don't listen to my friend.
I'll tell you. You don't have to look it up. I'll
Oh
explain
my
it.
god, no. That's alright, I'm sure we can scrounge up something. The feeling of the warm water erased my aching muscles. It did a little to assuage the knot in my stomach, though. My current unemployed position might make this easy at the start, but I couldn't rely on Seth alone. What would I be doing while he was rushing around? I couldn't expect him to carry me. I took a deep breath and let those thoughts wash away down the drain. There would be a time for specifics later. For now, I was going to help Seth achieve his dream. That was enough for now. That much was enough for now. Clean, dressed, and together, we stood at the door. He's not dressed.
That's dressed.
It seemed somehow more imposing as we made to leave the inviting warmth of Seth's bed. I felt his paw seek out my hand, twining his fingers through my own as he squeezed it softly. Oh, now he's dressed.
Oh, there we go. Once we walk through that door, everything around us may change, but I promise this. This right here won't.
This is actually incredibly wholesome. Like, that's a really
It
good.
is. It's the best. The best path.
You're right. You're right. My hand clutched his tightly. I know, because I refuse to lose you either.
Then all there's left is to open that door.
I chuckled as Seth's ear flattened against his head. With my free hand, I turned the knob and pulled the door open wide. We didn't talk much on the way there, letting the warm air rushing over us and the feeling of our hands together speaking for us. It felt like I had come far in such a short time, and while I wasn't sure what the future might hold, I knew I'd have someone there regardless.
Nice.
This is
Credit.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, boys.
Remember when I said this was a short path?
This was the short path out of
It's
all of them.
been 4 hours.
Has it? Oh my god, it is.
We started at 7:27.
This should have been just a stream. This should have just been just a stream.
Oh my god. This is gonna take like 40 years to render.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. But to everyone who went through this, actually incredibly wholesome. This wasn't as cursed as I made it sound out to be, actually. Thank you for joining in. For me and my friend, Local Lobo and friends, as we read more, romance games and stuff. Might go down different paths, if this does good enough. This is
I'm gonna pass out on the floor.
That's valid. Okay, let's end it so we can both get a proper amount of sleep. This is Loco Lobo.
Look,
signing
producer.
out. Do you want
sound effects?
There were sound effects, I think, in the uncensored version. But this is YouTube. Unless we do the next one uncensored and then I just censor it in editing. What do you think?
I'm tired.
Okay, well, let's just go ahead and end it here. Thank you for joining in, Lobos and Loboettes. I just made that
Remember,
up on the spot.
kids, do your homework.
That too.
Eat lettuce.
Yeah, eat healthy. Go for the wholesome, boys. And
Yeah, go for wholesome, boys.
anything else you have to say before we end this?
Read Beastars. It's a really good manga.
I don't know what that is, but what he said. Okay, but I think that's gonna be it for this one, because it's been a long Let's Play.
If anyone will listen to 4 hours of this, they'd probably like B-stars.
That's true. Thank you all for joining, and I hope you enjoyed it. This is Loco Lobo signing out with my friend Jayton as well. Not Jason. Press it next to Jason.
Not press that.
I thought that immediately, and then it just came out of my mouth, and I was like, oh no. Wait, one of the characters, the supporting character's name is Sonic Fox.
Huh?
A supporting character's name is Sonic Fox.
Wait, who?
Sonic Fox, like the Overwatch League.
Wait, Sonic Fox?
One of their supporting characters, like
I
just
didn't
the
know
random
Sonic
characters.
Fox was in this.
It wasn't actually Sonic Fox. It's just ironically named Sonic Fox.
I don't know.
Did this come out before Sonic Fox started getting up in fame?
Who knows, man.
Yeah. Okay, we're both getting tired, so let's call it here. Officially, Loco Lobo signing out, and my friend Jayton. Let's give a big yiff for chat, everybody. Yeah.
Huff!
Huff. Nas Hyena signing out. Please don't sue me, Nas Hyena. Okay.
Bye!
And dare I say, ooh woo. Okay, last statement. Remember, in this time of turmoil between gamers and furries, it's okay to identify yourself in the middle line. And I'm glad you could come watch this confurrsion with me. As I fully accept this, confurrsion, I guess. I guess you could say I'm in it now. Yep.
Good.
And we sign out. As both a gamer and a furry, I say press F in chat. And dare I say, oh woo. Fellas. Okay, you want to sign out?
Boat!
That's a very inside joke, but yeah. Bye, everybody. I am officially ending it because we're both getting delirious.
I am so tired.
Okay, we're done.